Is it me or does everything just feel really calm today? I don't know what, just everything online, everything out offline. I went out earlier, everybody out there, everything just there's just a sense of... which is probably for the best, because this is permadeath, and one mistake, and I fucked up, and somebody's getting a bunch of points. Is that what it is, Chris, man? Is it going to be a big nightmare later on? Oh, it's golf, isn't it? That's what it is. Shit. Chris, man, my love, good morning and welcome to the stream. Alkiri on Azar, how are we all? It's permadeath day. Dougie, good morning. Are we in the mood to survive? I took this relatively slowly last week, and as a result, we've managed to scrape our way up to what level... Why is marbles open already? What? Hello? There you go, there's proof that I have marbles open early. That's proof that I test marbles. It must have still been open in the background from when I was faffing. True, and welcome to the stream as well, Chris, man, how are we? Oh! Right. Today, we should be able to transition into the second zone, but to do so, we need to complete the first. We need to complete Elwyn Forest, the peaceful farmland, wooded grove near to the capital city of Stormwind. If we can complete it, which should be easy, we just need to collect a deed. A deed to some farms. Oh yeah, Gwynblade mentioned maybe it would be a good idea to put the level on screen, because I think a lot of people don't know where to look, right? Or I could just teach people where to look. That would also help. I need the deed to a farm, and then if I can get that deed will start a quest, and that quest will be the final task in Elwyn Forest. But I have to do it all on one life, because if I die, I fucked it. Officially. There he is, our protagonist, level 13 Stubbler. Let's enter. Now I've got some things to explain. Marbles, wow, permadeath. Yeah, hardcore marbles. You've got one marble per year, and if it falls off the level, that's you done until next year. Right, you join me, I should say, in Stormwind. Dougie, I am a level 13. So that means that currently, this is locked, by the way, alas. Nobody can get on it now. We did it on the sly. Dougie, you are still in the game. But I've got a little bit of not an announcement, I've got something to explain for those that don't know, and I'm going to go and do it now. Oh, you left it open from yesterday and you only just noticed. No, I'm not one of them weirdos that keeps we are in Stormwind, by the way, the human capital. I'm not one of them people that leaves their PC on overnight. People can learn to think for themselves. It's the internet, though. You can't rely on that. The heating system is being installed, so up early enough to catch the stream. I'm so excited. It looks just like me, doesn't it? Beautiful. Gwynblade, welcome to the stream. Can we see it? Do we have a visual? Hang on a minute. 1 second. So, do we get? We don't even get to fucking see it. Typical. Give me a second.
Why don't you go and add to the large fall death bar?
I'm not falling to death, I promise. Listen to this music. This right here is the gates of the Stormwind capital. The human capital of Stormwind, I should say. Now, when you get to level 60, then the bulk of the game begins, right? And one thing you can do is kill in groups of 40 enormous bosses once a week, and they drop like the ridiculously good, super rare, epic gear. But one of them is decapitated, one of these bosses, and the head is hung from these arches. Now, it's not there now, it must have been cleaned up, but they hang the head to say we have defeated the boss. The players actually go and hang the head. And when they do it, everybody in the city gets this. The rallying cry of the Dragon Slayer. This is a buff, as in like a raising of spirits, that increases the critical chance of your spells by 10%, melee and ranged crit chance by 5, and 140 attack power. I currently only have 218, so that 140 is doing some carrying. And I have that now for 2 hours. I don't know if you can see it on 720, but I've got it for 116 minutes. So thanks to that, I am extremely powerful today, and it doesn't end there. Lovely. Gwynblade, good afternoon. Welcome to the stream, everybody. I just needed to explain that really quick in case you wondered why I was probably going to be sitting around in Stormwind a lot. Raid buff abuser, you're cheating. Good though, right? Right. Though I have got some mail. I'm hoping some things sold. Why is nothing selling? This Severing Axe of Stamina. Chrisman, do you want to buy my Severing Axe of Stamina? And the Infantry Tunic. This thing's the second time that's not sold. I did sell another Severing Axe for 5 silver. That puts me up to 24. Do I try again? Because every time I put these up on the auction house to try and sell them, I have to pay a deposit. And I lose the deposit if they don't sell, so I'm just whittling my own gold away. Terrible. Okay, it felt like that girl there was mocking me. There's a Dark Moon Fair's on, so it's going to get even worse.
Just browsing my wares, or is there something specific I can help you find today?
Good morning, Gunther. I would like to sell you this. 3 silver, 3 silver. Some throwing knives I don't need anymore. And a worn hide cloak.
See you around.
Cardi. That was a cross between 2 greens there. Did you see that? Cardi and that guy that uses the Minecraft wiki for literally everything. Alright, that's all we need to do in town. Do I need to do anything else while I'm in town? What am I like for oh, I'm actually not so good for potions. Let's just quickly nip and get some potion supplies from the apothecary. This is going to be ridiculous, though.
Or is there something specific I can help you find today?
I'd like an empty vial, please, sir. No, I'd like 5. Oh, this music, by the way. Whoa! It's almost spurring me up on as much as Chrisman being here is. So let's make 1. I want 3 of both of these. And then 2 of those. And once those are made, then we've got potions for the entire stream sorted. Because there is no way I will ever need to rebuff these things.
Now, what can I help you with?
I will never need more than 3, if you think about it, because if I don't, then we've got bad news. Look, Sothan, look! Sothan, good morning. All this raid buffed just to go out and kill a load of level 9 so I can try and get the Defier's Deed. But if I can get that deed, then we're done. And then we're moving into Westfall full time. Oh, I like playing this for some reason, I don't know why. Maybe because it's a game that I've sunk hundreds of hours in. Hundreds, tens of thousands of hours into. So that not only this, it's also Dark Moon Fair in Elwyn Forest. So once I'm leaving for Westfall, I'm going to get... Or once we get to the hour mark, I'm going to get the get the buff. Hey, it's fair to say, Dougie, that there's good news and there's bad news. The good news is I probably won't be dying today because if I can get all of these buffs, I'm going to be so powerful for at least 2 hours of today's stream that I'm probably invincible. The bad news is that will make me level so fast that I will level beyond your level range and into Shaggy Dan's. Hang on. If I can get to level 15, Shaggy Dan suddenly becomes the champion, right? Because his guess is the closest. Shaggy Dan guessed 15, and there's nobody around him until Chaz at 21. Therefore, given this at the top left, if I was to get to level 15 today, then commit suicide, the oranges would get 3 points and we'd be in the lead for the first time since 2024. What do you mean rigged, Paula? Look, the fair's in town. Can you get XP from any quests at the fair? Paula, good morning. Suicide is a sin, yeah, but 3 orange points makes it worth it. Look, the fair's in town!
Rig it peak time.
I should. Listen, the fair music. I don't know what to do at the Dark Moon Fair. I mean, I need to speak to this gentleman later because he's going to give me my fortune, and that includes giving me a really strong buff. Silas Darkmoon and his mate Berth. Hello, ma'am.
Hello, adventurer, and welcome to the Dark Moon Fair. There is so much to do here at the fair that it can be a little overwhelming for our first-time visitors. That's why I'm here to help. Do you have any questions?
Yeah. What can you do at the fair?
I highly recommend that you visit Sage to get your fortune told. I know, he's a gnoll. But he's a very special gnoll with the power to divine your future. And we are constantly expanding the fair with all manner of new attractions.
Alright. There's a cannon. I did see the cannon on the way in. Is it safe for a hardcore character?
The Blastenheimer 5000 Ultra Cannon is a state-of-the-art single-person projectile device. Delivering its payload at near the speed of a dragon, the cannon is the pride and joy of the Blastenheimer family, world-renowned for their aeronautical and combustible feats. If you'd like to be launched through the skies to fly free as a bird, seek out Maxima Blastenheimer on the south edge of Thunder Bluff's Hunter Rise. She'll aim you at the target far to south on Stone Bull Lake.
We're not there, we're in Elwyn Forest, ma'am. Just because you're a horde. Suicide is a sin, but I suppose it gets back to grounded 2 sooner. Points don't count till the end of the day. But it would be the end of the day if I actually chopped myself. Are you doing closest to rounded? Closest trim, yeah. Dorbs, welcome to the stream. It's dirty old Stubler. Why don't you have the Kenyan ponytail? I can't live up to him.
Dark Lady,
Although,
watch over you.
I think all of us have had better gear than he had. And he still makes it look cooler. He did it in the day. Dobbs, welcome to the stream. Good afternoon. Press 1 to have a go on the cannon. No, I'm not having a go on the cannon. I'm looking for any quest that might give any XP. There's a bald guy. What are you doing?
Welcome to the fair, young one.
Hello.
We have collected wonders from all over the world for your perusal. Oh, and please let me know if you managed to collect a set of the lesser Dark Moon cards, as the master...
Shit.
I would be keenly interested in them.
I know, yeah. They're like orcs around.
Dark Moon Fair cards? See the professor here for those. Come see me if you are a dealer in hard-to-come-by antiquities and artifacts.
I'm not interested, thank you, but there is a quest over here. There's multiple quests. Is this safe? This is Vanilla Kitten as only the cannon. Trim delivers his payload faster. If I go in the cannon though, right? If I get shot with a cannon and I misjudge it, I'll slam into the floor, die, and Dougie will get 3 points. Do we really want that? Hello, ma'am.
Hey there, adventurer. It's good to see you again. Are you having fun at the fair? Want to arm wrestle? No, of course not. You want to keep your arm.
I'm not doing it. Sounds like someone who would say perchance or beverage or even libation.
See you around.
Hello, Yeb Neeblegear.
Greetings. Welcome to Yeb Neblagear's Dark Moon Zoo Bazaar.
I've never seen it.
Of living legends and mythical oddities. Enjoy your visit, friend, but be mindful of what you touch. These exhibits hold artifacts and beasts, both dire and divine. They might burn the wayward hand of an over-curious onlooker.
But what's this bear pelt stuff?
Daylight's burning.
Children love toys, and no matter what race, I've found that all children love furry, plushy ones made from torn bear pelts. You can get those pelts from the bears of Ashenvale or Hillsborough. I've never seen any of this before. This must be stuff that comes in later than the patch that all our private servers are on. Dark Moon storage box, Dark Moon flowers. I'm getting overwhelmed at the fair. There's a stage though. Pretty good. Siddle's welcome to the stream. Just level for a bit and do the cannon at the end of the stream. I will 100% die. I found you playing WoW, and now you're playing WoW again. When do we get a world reset IRL? Maybe we'll just sack the internet off Chris, man, and this is the new era. We've come full circle on the internet era, now we're going to have to move in together and have children. Right, anyway, I can't do this. We can't mess about with the fair, because my buff's ticking. I'm not going to get another one of today, so I need to go and I need to find this deed, and I need to use the luck of Chris, man, to get me there. But I'd done the Dark Moon Fair one time and it was very overstimulating. Well, when I can get this deed, if I get this deed, I complete fucking Elven Forest. And if I can complete Elven Forest, then we can go fuck about at the fair, get my fortune told, which will give me a big stupid buff, and then we can fuck off into Westfall. Super powerful. Oh, the Dark Moon Fair music's cheered me up. Satan Good Afternoon. When are ETC? Is that the fake band? I think I know what you're referring to. They were added a bit later though, weren't they? Elite Tauran Chieftains, that's it. Yeah, is that like Wrath of the Lich King thing, I think? They were in what's it called, weren't they? They were in Blackrock Depths. The music is top, yeah, but we need to kill bandits. Got a job on today. For those that don't know, by the way, the notifications at the top are people dying and losing their characters because this entire server is permadeath. Everybody only has one life. You stayed there far too long just for the music. That is good. Right, bandits. Where's the best place to kill bandits? I should be able to chop through them because I've got this buff, but this buff, you can get world buff confidence. So they started playing at the Dark Moon Fair, eventually. All these fucking bandits are dead. There's one. See him? Right now, lock in. We've got our potions. I can't say lock in anymore, can I? Isn't that become internet terminology? Look how powerful we are. This world buff is done much. So good. Yeah, he's locked in, chat. I know. Just double the hipster. No, I know, but I don't want to be like. If it's becoming a trend or something, then I don't want to be confused for somebody that's just doing it because everybody else is doing it. I suppose that is quite hipstery. Oh, I tried to garrot the guy then. I've not got garrot, have I? Right, I've done. Oh my god, this was a mistake. Okay, I've pulled 3 mobs, but that's fine. Sprint's active. Just run, just run, just run. Evasion's active, sprint's active. I forgot he spawns 3 mobs if you aggro him. Okay. Whoa. Jumping in the water might have been a mistake. I gotta say, I did just describe a hipster. Stubble's underrated chat is so iconic, it literally hits different. Gwynblade. Lost Knight. He's died. Gwynblade, that was maybe the most concentrated bullshit ever. I don't know, Seth. It might make me a hipster, but it just there's something about doing it because it's popular at the moment in terms of language that I don't like. It was added in BC. Pretty sure the only one I've done other than the vanilla one that you've just been to is the mop one, and that is a lot. You mean the Dark Moon Fair, yeah? There's a few bandits in the bookies in town. Can I? Then again, these are level 10s. Maybe I am strong enough to do this, but if not, I'll just die, I suppose. There's only 2 here. Yeah, maybe I could have just turned around and fought, but we might get the deed from these, and if we do, we're fine. Okay, don't aggro the Dockmaster, but we can kill everything else. People are scared of this location, so this might be a good place to get my deed. And then there's these 3. Am I good enough? Nina and I used to raid with a guy called that. Fuck it, we're going to do all 3. This is what the buff gets you the ability to do. Tell you what. Pink name, genuinely, pink name, if you can tell me what this stopwatch at the top right says, what time is on the stopwatch when the deed drops. Go on, make your guesses. Someone's in trouble in there. Someone actually might be in trouble. Satan says 2 minutes and 90. Oh, there's a chest. Can I be a massive dickhead and steal this guy's chest? I am a rogue, right? We're supposed to be stealing. Run. It's fine. He nearly died for that. Satan says 2 minutes 19. Kitten says 4 hours, 32 minutes and 12 seconds. I fucking hope you are wrong, Kitten. I'm very sorry. You can get fucked. Hopefully not. Aqua, welcome to the stream. Fuck your pink name. I mean, there's a chance you might be right. Right, I'm going to head over to this farm. I don't know whether I should be killing bandits over around that way. Crispin says gabagool time. Next week, by the way, is the final week of our normal lives before my winter car. What's he doing? Farming pets? I'm farming deeds, that's what I'm doing. 21 minutes and 38, says Trim. Somebody collect these and stick them in Discord for me. Be a beauty. Trim, you could have a pink name, imagine. I'm going to go over to this farm where they respawn pretty quickly outside the barn, and we're just going to slaughter bandits. You have to play it until after this little baby is born, at least. I have to survive until that point, let alone play it until that point. Farm pets for hours before pet battles. What does farming pets look like in vanilla? Suppose you need... You could get the dragon whelp things, right? The disgusting oozling. In terms of, like, ones that are long farms. You can go buy a cat. Press 1 to buy a cat and just have it chase me around. No, we've got enough pets in Minecraft. Right, kill the bandits. There should be a lot of bandits hanging around here. Some hang around this camp and a lot hang around this shed. Crispin's up for it. Crispin, I've got a pet cat in Minecraft called Cats. Is that Johnny Sins over there going to steal my mop? Got her. Whoa! Does attack power assist ranged attack damage? These can all drop the deed as well. Am I brave? Yeah, I'm feeling brave. This is where we start to work out that Stubbler's got bigger testicles than it looks. See, look at the attack power. Come on, drop the deed. Did you, kitten? Good work. Alright, what number does this clock say when the deed drops, everybody? We've already gone past Satan's. Perfect timing to finally buying Firefly while farming the pet and getting it almost immediately after buying it. I'd spent a week killing things for it. Fuck. 14 more kills and you got it. What's the Firefly? I don't know if I know that. There's probably a lot of pets in this game that I don't know about. Alright, it's actually hard to find bandits suddenly. I need to do that thing where I'm really patient in one area and kill them all in a row. If you buy one, I'm not feeding it. Look, everybody's putting their pets on spawns points and stuff. This is toxic. There. Now that lady's going to kill him. Watch this. No! Fuck. Why is my bow doing so much damage, by the way? Do you see this? I'm like halving enemies' health with my bow. It's a stupid world buff. Where are these two going? Watch this, watch. Actually, this was maybe a mistake, because these are going to aggro on me, aren't they? Is this 4 mobs aggroed on me? This is fine. Just slowly kill. Yeah, I just realised you nearly cost me my fucking life trying to save yours. Holy crap. See, this is this wasn't possible on private servers. Where if somebody pulled a mob in a group and then ran away and disconnected it, if you were fighting one of the others, they wouldn't all come back and fight you. You had to do damage on something to keep Shit. Chris Man, my love, thank you for 48 months. Thank you, Chris Man, for the Prime. No ads, imagine. Thank you, Chris Man, my love. You can have access to all of my, you know, Tron Ares ads, so I watched that and then refreshed. At least it gave you an ad you enjoyed. The Azure Whelpling from Winter Spring. Before my cooldown for using poisons had cleared. That is quick. We did all that with absolutely zero mana. Pirate Software's in shambles. Okay, I'm feeling brave. I'm feeling bold. I've been gouged. I'm doing so much damage with this buff that this buff should be able to aid my farming efforts. But I don't have evasion. Ah, sorry, it would do so much damage. Just drop the deed. Cool. For those that are just arriving, I have the Rallying Cry of the Dragon Slayer, which is a level 60 raid buff that I got from being in Stormwind when a raiding guild of max levels did some good stuff, and it's given me 120 attack power and a load of crit chance. It's so dumb. And I'm going to Darkmoon Fair later to get another 10% damage on top. That movie is the tits. Chris Man, I love you very much. Thank you for the sub. It's a bum old pucker. 1 in 1,000 drop rate from elites for all 4 vanilla whelplings. Is it really? 1 in 1,000 from the elites? I reckon farming it. I remember farming it for a friend. Oh, that dickhead stole my bandit. I farmed it for a friend and it took us like 2 hours or something with 2 of us off the whelps in wetlands, the red one. It's such a good buff. Ooh, the lads are back. Am I just confidently going to kill these 3 every time I get the opportunity to? I'm down for it. I'll kill this one first because she's got the lowest amount of health, right? Or the lowest amount of armour, I should say, because she's a clothy, which I think it actually matters. Deed. Deed. Ah, balls. String title idea. Buff Adder. You might have to help me there. Why's that guy coming to kill me? Right, let's just stay around here and kill the ones that respawn. We're going to take over this house. And I'm going to get the deed. Bang! Nope.
Twat.
Cheeky. Well said. Cheeky good afternoon. Maybe they were elites. Yeah, just told. Yeah, maybe the because there was some elites, red dragons in the north that you could kill. Clothy is 100% a slur. That's that stuff that you drink at Christmas when you don't want to get drunk, isn't it? Theo's in Discord. Theo's learnt to relax. Has he got any tips for somebody that doesn't feel like they've relaxed for about 15 years? Cheeky, are you well? Good afternoon. I'm trying to get the deed from the bandit. If I can get this deed, then I've beaten Westfall. But I've currently been 10 minutes. Oh, the gang's back. Kill that guy this time. Fucking people stealing my kill. Got myself a severing act to the wolf though, didn't I? I'm in, kitten. Theo's right here. It may be a slur, but they deserve derision for being so fragile. The bottle goes under your foot. Oh. Like a safety comfort blanket thing. Mate, just drop the deed, please. Just drop the deed. Just drop the deed. Just drop the deed. Just drop the... Just drop the fucking deed.
Hey. Relax, guy.
I will, Chris Man. I just need these people to drop the deed to the farm. There's 2 old people in the zone next door and they've had their farm taken off them by bandits, and I wanted to help them, but I can't find the deed. One of these stupid bandits has it. I said, relax, man, you're too tense. Hey, imagine.
So, an orc walks into a bar with a parrot on his shoulder. The bartender says, hey, where'd you get that? The parrot says, Duratar, they got them all over the place.
Puff adders are an ambush predator. Rather than hunting for... Oh, puff adders, I see. You think too much of me, Gwynplaine. I've always said that. You did sigh, yeah. You're too tip.
A duck walked into an apothecary and he said, give me some chapstick and put it on my bill.
Quick! Oh, fucking hell, I can't get any of these today. Too busy telling jokes and messing about. Trying to find this deed is not funny. Okay, you overestimate my intelligence. Bandit, bandit, bandit! Got him. Holy shit, the crits. Stuff's just dying now. Bandit. Deed, deed, deed. Ay, 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 why? Nice throwing weapon. You can't buy them, though. Like, throwing weapons are weird in vanilla. I mean, you can buy them, but they're not really like a... They're like a specialist item as opposed to proper bows and stuff. Throwing weapons are later expansions and onwards. Dog. What's the DPS on your average hot dog? Oh my god, I just came out of nowhere and ruined that guy's chances. Come on, bandits! No, go for it, Zothan, it's fine. Yeah, don't worry about it in this. Aye! Another one. No, you're alright. I appreciate you asking though, Zothan, very much. Waiting for that, or a whacker whacker after the punchlines. What about this?
Cover for me. I got a whiz behind a tree.
Bandits! Response to the east. There is, yeah, near Marshall Haggard or whatever his name is, the old guy. But these seem to respawn faster than anywhere else. There's a bunch here, and obviously at the Stone Cairn Lake. I'm willing to try. We'll give this a few minutes and then I'll go over. There's no reason not. I went to the landing and now we're going to try this place for a bit. Where is this? This is the last quest I need. What about this one?
A guy walked up to me and said, I'm a teepee, I'm a wigwam, I'm a teepee, I'm a wigwam. I said, relax, man, you're too tense.
It's Michael Dawn, by the way, that does the voice of these characters, which is fucking main Klingon from TNG. What's his name? Worf. Plays Worf from TNG. Yeah, it's Michael Dawn. It's hard to tell because he's not putting his voice on, but this is genuinely Michael Dawn.
So I have this idea for a great movie. It's about two gnomes who find a bracelet of power, and they have to take it to the burning steps and cast it into the cauldron. They form the Brotherhood of the Bracelet. Along the way, they're trailed by a murloc named Gotham, who's obsessed with the bracelet, and 9 bracelet boogeymen. It could be a 3-parter called Ruler of the Bracelet. The first part would be called The Brotherhood of the Bracelet, followed by A Couple of Towers, with a climactic ending called Hey, the King's Back.
Did you know? I was surprised to find that out, but I thought it was because I was like the last person to get the knowledge or something. But it turns out a lot of people didn't know it. Pretty good, right? That joke's the best part of the game. No contest. Oh, let me just steal this chest. Rogue, right? You have sucked my ridges. World of Warcraft. Who left a fucking apple in that chest? He also played the voice of Zelnaga in StarCraft 2. Please drop this stupid thing. I'm so overgeared for this. I know it's hardcore, but still. Drop the deed. Drop the deed. Drop the... Alright. I'm doing it. Sothan's right. We're heading across the lake. Getting close to Trim's pink name. It was pistachio soup in Dogs in Spain. No way. I mean, you can tell Gwynbird if you think about it. Michael Dalton is everywhere. What about this?
How does a tauren hide in a cherry tree? He paints his hooves red.
It's so busy. And where is the deed? I don't think it's ever taken me this long to get this stupid deed. So for those that don't know, the rules of engagement here is, I'm playing hardcore obviously, and I can only have one quest at a time. That's the challenge. So currently, I have 0 quests, which is fine. But to stop me just playing the usual super fucking, super efficient way that we always play this, I'm going to have to pick my routes carefully and pick my quests carefully and do a lot of travelling. And I kind of want to complete every quest in every zone. No, I don't, but the goal is to at least get some sense of completion out of every zone. So you need a quest to get a drop? I don't say no, so it drops, the deed is just on one of the random bandits. And they will eventually just drop the deed. And then the deed starts the quest. He's in Lilo and Stitch TV show in 2005. He is credited with voice. Well, if you had Michael Dawn, even if it was for an incredibly minor part... Here we go, these are all up. Sothan was correct on this one time. Now let's rip through this camp of bandits and hope one of them's got what I need. He was Apollo Creed's bodyguard, uncredited in Rocky. It sounds like he was credited if we're learning this information. You'll never understand what the it's who's red joke. It's an old, how does a cow hide in a cherry tree? Yeah. Used to tell that as kids. Deed, deed, deed. Deed, deed, deed. Fucking deed. Bandit deed. Come here. That's not Marshall Haggard. Marshall Haggard gives the quest. It's Dead Tooth Jack. This guy's level 11 though. Fancy that. Ah. Tried to sap him. I've got daggers, haven't I? Use beans and sausages so that it's nicer. Still not... This is killing me. I want to move to Westfall. I'm running out of an Ixier's buff as well. I want to go to Westfall as buffed as possible. Alright. Well, Sothan sent me down here to kill some more bandits. They're all dead. Let's give it a minute and see if they respawn. I also don't want to layer abuse either. Shaggy Dan, good morning. Is that the first 65 stream streak? Even though there's people that have been here for 3 years straight. Shaggy Dan, how are we? You can use the sausages to lure mobs away from packs. You want me to flex? Chris man, rate my muscles. You're the only ones whose opinion matters. Whoa. Trouble is, every mage and every priest and every warlock are equally as muscly in this stupid shit game. Do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go and sell some crap and then we're going to go to the bandits around Stone Cairn Lake. Because if there's more than one person waiting for respawns around here, then it's just not fucking worth it. In an hour, though, I need to nip back to the Dark Moon Fair and get that buff. Because my decision was I either get it before I go to... Well, I either get it when I go to Westfall, or I get it with 2 hours left of the stream. I don't think I will trim. I'm probably not going to be killing... Is that a boot upgrade? No, it was not a boot upgrade. Okay. Way to waste time so I don't get it. I was never killing a bandit anyway. Right, there's a guy here that sells goods, right? That buys goods. The bowyer that stands on the corner. Is he in here somewhere? He's here, isn't he? I see him. Just wanted my bonus channel points for sharing. Next time I'm able to gamble them away, then I'll be stacked. I mean, we could do some...
What can I help you with?
Hello, friend. We could do some predictions for my winter car. Maybe not for the first few, though, because people get a little bit prediction blind, don't they, sometimes? Sometimes I die in... Like, I remember dying in my summer car, and it was like the most, like, controversial, holy shit, Stubble has died, everything's gone wrong, the playthrough's fucked, the next 6 months of the Doomhaus is locked into my summer car, all our progress, everything's sad. And I looked at chat, and it was people saying, oh, I shouldn't have put... Maybe I should have... Thinking about it, I probably should have. So maybe we'll enjoy focusing on the game without the stakes to start with, but then eventually we can definitely do some predictions. Stop turning you on. 7 out of 10 we'll call that, Chris, man. No thinking, team 1 for life. Bang! Yeah, I'd prefer if everybody only talked about me. No, the ending to that was I'd be like emotionally wrecked because something bad had happened and I had to calm everybody down because of channel points.
No good deed goes unpunished, like the other day when I gave up my seat to this old, frail lady, only to lose my job as a bus driver. Suffer's trying to do the same but with the electric chair.
He's not getting out of it. Santa, welcome to the stream. I'm still reeling from your yodel joke the other day. Sorry, yeah, what I meant is oftentimes when there's been like a big catastrophic death or something on stream, I have to calm everybody down who's raging at me because of channel points before I start to process the dumb shit that's gone on. And it means I can't sit and wallow in my misery. The yodel joke was the peak for 2025 Santa bullshit bits. Yeah, you've set the bar really high, really early there, Santa. Drop my deed! I mean, there's level 14. Is that level 14? It is. Alright then, level 14 has been achieved. This is Dougie's final chance to get these 3 points. Otherwise, it's going to transfer over to Shaggy Dan. Shaggy Dan, what I'm planning on doing... Just Greens, don't listen to this. Shaggy Dan, what I'm planning on doing is getting to level 15 later. And then just drowning. Purpose. So you get that 3 points. And the oranges can be in the lead for the first time this year. Damn, this whole place is completely unopposed. I spoke too soon, the fucking mage just turned up. You don't think Santa could top it? Alright. One of the biggest misconceptions about vanilla is that the drop rates for quest items are like crazy low. Trim's out of the running. I thought there was nobody above you, but I thought it was Trim and then you. Is there somebody between Trim and yourself? Oh, Polar, 1 hour 17 minutes. True. I hope it's not that long though, frankly. As much as we don't want to see a pink Trim. People are dying like mad today. The way things are going, we may need that, but I would never slide your cash under the table. Oh God, that level 20 rogue, the last thing he said was, "How is life?" And then he died. Ouch. Oh shit, I pulled two. It's fine. Given I one-shot everything nowadays. Get him. It's alright, we'll call entries closed, Kitten, it's good. Your job is complete. Come on, give me this. The deed has been retrieved. Oh my word, that took far too long. The Westfall deed. Good. Good. 26 minutes. Who was closest to 26 minutes? The Westfall deed. This is the deed to an expanse of farmland within Westfall. It's signed by a Theodore Furlbrow and co-signed by his wife Verna. On the back of the deed are hastily scrawled words. We leaned on Furlbrow, and got his deed, though it might be handy if you wanted to forge one of these for your own place. The Furlbrows won't give us trouble. Last I saw, they were on their way out of Westfall, stuck with a broken wagon. You think to yourself, the Furlbrows might want their deed back. And all of the, except the Dark Moon Fair obviously, all of the quests in Elwyn Forest are complete. Pretty good. You said 21:38, so I win. Okay, thanks, bye. Say something in Discord then for me, Trim. Let's put his pink name on. He was correct, it's true. Kitten, good work with the admin. There it is. I've completed a zone. A whole zone completed. Appreciate it, Kitten. Now, let's go to the Dark Moon Fair and get stupidly buffed. Then we're off. We're going to finally be leaving this forest after 38,000 streams or something. Everything that's not Dark Moon Fair related. Oh, I mean everything that Kitten said. The most epic of quests. It is Christmas. Imagine. I am giving the deeds to some minor property to some old people. Does anybody want to hear the Dark Moon Fair music? Is Trim still green? It's pink on my screen. Maybe just update your Discord. Alright, let's go to the Dark Moon Fair. Now I can get the next of my stubbless stupid buffs. So not only is this doubling my attack power and giving me 5% extra chance to crit, on top of the 5% I've just specced into with talents, what does that give me buffed? 20% of attacks are going to crit now. This is going to look ridiculous up here with all these buffs. But that's what you've got to do on hardcore, right? If you've only got one life, and there's no coming back, and there's no respawning, and there's no other playthroughs, there's no other characters, like, WoW will never... There'll be no more hardcore WoW for this run. And I'll need to pick another Friday game if I die, right? So you've got to get every possible advantage. Where'd you get me? And especially because people have got points riding on this. So it's in my very best... The thing is, even though bears are green, like, who should I favour more? The oranges or the green that had the most faith in me? Right, we're at the fair. I'm not going on the cannon. This is hardcore. I'm going nowhere near the cannon. I know, Chris, man, but it's Bear, right? And Bear, it's a shame that Bear was never orange in the first place, so we'll claim him. Listen to the music, though. Right, I need my fortune told. Sage? I have long known you'd seek me out, Stubbler. Every sentient being in this world is driven by the choices they make. Choices begat further choices, and these in turn make someone who they are. This is where your fortune is drawn from, who you are and the choices you make. Are you ready to discover where your fortune lies? I am ready. Very well then. You have been tasked by your liege to guard his fields of corn from poachers and thieves. Do you know what this is actually like? It's like the what's the test called at the start of Fallout 3, Siddles? The goat test. One night on patrol, you stumble across a haggard old man in threadbare clothing stealing corn from the field. You quickly confront him and he immediately begs for his life. He claims he is stealing the corn to feed his family since the lord of the land, your liege, demands too much in taxes. Your liege is indeed known for his harsh taxes throughout the land. Make your choice. Now, I get buffs on this depending on how I answer this. So I could pick the diplomatic option, I could offer to... do you know what I mean? But instead, I want the highest damage buff possible, so I'm going to say I will slay the man on the spot, as my liege would expect me to do so, and he is nothing more than a thief and a liar. True. Your next choice awaits. You are the sworn executioner for your liege. A man has been sent to you for execution as a traitor of the liege and your people. You know this individual as a close and virtuous friend who mysteriously vanished one day. You also know the man's crimes for which he was convicted supposedly caused the deaths of many innocent civilians. Upon seeing you, he begs for his life, claiming he was framed by a higher authority. Make your choice. Now I could execute him, risk my own life to free him, but no. I execute him as per my liege's instructions, and do so in a manner that he suffers painfully before he dies, as retribution for his crimes against my people. And as a result, I've got 2 hours of 10% damage increase. Your fortune is cast, rogue. For the next few hours you will find your spirit in tune with your true nature. Be careful, as your fortune and your fate are never as clear as you might think them. If you would like a small glimpse of something to ponder in your future, by all means let me know and I'll be happy to give you a written fortune, provided you've got room in your inventory. It's one drawn from the insight you have shown in answering my questions. I would love to. Here's your fortune, Stubbler. May it serve you well. Thank you, friend. I've never read this before, actually. I've also never read that. Sage's Fortune. Hunters who specialise in survival are not guaranteed to survive. Why have you said that on today of all days? Oh, Squirted's died at level 15.
I'm sorry, I'm a bit busy right now making
for
Werner Osgood in Lakeshire.
Let's sell some items at the blacksmith. Get rid of some goods. Kinsley, welcome to the stream.
Go with honor, friend.
In fact, just get rid of that. Can't sell it. Just throw it on the floor. It's paper, right? It'll break down. Okay, level 14. I think I can go get some spells now. Now trimmed pink, who cares, I suppose.
Well, well. Look what the cat brung in. And how can I help you, adventurer?
Have we determined whether brung is correct grammatically there in British English? I know they've got no remit to speak British English. I'm in need of training, Karen. Alright, we've got Expose Armour, which reduces the armour of the target if I have to spend combo points on it. And Garrot, a new level of Sinister Strike.
Safe
Cool.
travels.
Alright, that's good though. Because now, if I need to, I can lower the armour of like a heavily armoured enemy. And also we've got this. Garrot the enemy out of stealth, causing 144 damage over 18 seconds. Increased by your attack power. Must be stealthed and behind the target. Chrisman, can I practice by getting behind you a bit? Right then, we're done. Say goodbye to Elwyn Forest. On this single quest hardcore journey. A full zone complete. Look at that. I'll take that. I feel like if Lakeshire were based in the UK, it would canonically be pronounced Lancashire. It'd be Lakeshire. Yeah, Lakeshire. It just seems Lakeshire seems to make sense, though, and you're not talking about it in a British English sense. We are so weird, aren't we, over here, calling Yorkshire and Worcestershire and Gloucester and Lancashire and all of these places shire instead of shire. So quirky and kooky. Even though New Hampshire exists. Not enough random letters. I've had enough of random letters today, as we see by the old deed in my pockets. Got a stalker recently. I thought there were only robots on Twitch, but you got a real one. What, an actual... What do you mean, an actual stalker, Crispin? What do they want? They want the pictures that only I get to see. It's less the Shire pattern where they're throwing together random pronunciation for arbitrary letter groupings. Yeah, no, that is true, that's true. But, yeah, but the whole Shire thing, you were mocked quite a lot as well. People creating new accounts to harass you. I mean, that's been fun, though, being able to do Chrisman stunts on them when they're doing it. Last one was Chrisman 409, there can be only one. I think, though, with names like Worcester and Leicester, the exact reason why people think that it's a funny spelling is the exact reason why it's pronounced like it is, because people saw it and thought, we can't keep saying Worcester, it's getting done. Or like Leicester. And eventually, over time, people 500 years ago agreed with people now that say it's dumb and just truncated it in their speech. And as a result now it's called Leicester, but we just got the old spelling. I had to deal with that a lot in stream I used to mod Chrisman. Some kid would spend fucking hours using a bot to make new accounts to spam ASCII dicks. Just enjoy the dicks, so I've always said that. Everybody, we are now moving on to the second zone. I've survived to level 14, and it's time for Westfall. And I am buffed as dicks, so hopefully I should be able to survive today at least. I'm with you, Dobbs. I was going to say the same thing. I've got a clip recently of one appearing in Peyo's stream, and his reaction is ASCII dicks are pretty good. Probably against TOS, but they're pretty good. Yeah, Loughborough's Loughborough is pronounced Luga Baruga. Yeah. Used to that years ago, but not now. Absolutely, Christmas. Hello, Farmer Fulbro and your missus.
How are you?
I have something for you. The deed to your farm.
See you around.
You've got the deed to my farm? Well, that's good news. Some ruffian stole it days ago, and I thought it was gone for good. Please let me have it. We're on our way out of Westfall, and I ain't coming back anytime soon. But if we do, then we'll need those papers. Here you go, sir.
Loads of thanks, adventurer. As I was saying, these parts aren't fit for honest folk anymore, but if things get better, then this deed will let us reclaim our land. I don't have much to offer you, but here, take this. 5 melons and 5 pumpkins. It was horrible.
What was?
Verna woke me when she heard a ruckus in the fields.
Listen, mate, I'm sorry,
Safe travels.
but I'm going to speak to your wife directly, if that's all right. Sorry, ma'am, is he always like this? Normally I just enjoy the dicks, but the stream had a hefty amount of viewers, so I had to take the non-dick enjoyers into account. Verna. She's got the lowest level quest, so we'll do this first.
I never thought the day would come when I'd leave the farm, but the fields are overrun with thieves, and it's far too dangerous for us here now. As soon as Farmer Furlbrow gets the wagon fixed, we'll be on our way. Maybe you could do me a favor? Let me scribble down my recipe for Westfall stew. Please take it to Salma Saldine over on the farm yonder. The Saldine's farm is just beyond the fork in the road.
I will.
See you later.
Appreciate it. Alright, we'll do this. Just head south and hand a letter in, that's fine. Okay, so Westfall is used to be known as the breadbasket of the human lands. It was the farming area. As you can see, there's farms everywhere and crops and windmills and silos and all sorts. But a bit of bad weather has knocked the production off. As you can see, it's a bit arid at the moment. And the politics of wartime Stormwind at the city has not really left much room and much left in the kitty for dear old Westfall. So as the fields are all falling and failing, and there's no money to help them, everybody's having to pack up their farms and leave. And as a result, all sorts has taken over. Bandits have crept in. The machines they once used to protect their fields have gone rogue. Human lands, excuse me, I mean Stormwind. Sorry, the southern human lands in the Eastern Kingdoms.
What can I do for you?
Alright, Sama Saldine.
Hello.
Hello.
Be careful.
I'm going to miss that Verna Fulbro so much. I don't suppose you happened to see her on your way. I did, and she sent this.
That Verna was always such a sweet lass. We'll miss her here in Westfall. But between you and me, she's a city girl at heart, and Stormwind will suit her just fine. But enough gossip, now we can make Westfall stew.
Will, that should be my nickname while I'm here.
Have a good one.
Okay, what have she got in terms of quests? Level 12, level 15. Oh god, we've got to get the treasure map. STU, so then. See, there are level 12 quests a bit deeper in, and then obviously near the little human town that's got the... Well, I think we'll go do the Forgotten Heirloom at first. I'm confident now. I don't think we're going to die. I've been confident before, and look what happens. Top up potions shortly. World buffs are still going for at least another hour. Do you know what? It's going to pain me to go for a midstream break while world buffs are ticking down. Hang on a second. Running alright, right? Sometimes when you tab out, it starts to go all dodgy. Germans are dying today.
What can I do for you?
Farmer Fulbro. A word, please.
It was horrible. Verna woke me when she heard a ruckus in the fields. The fields were full of hooligans. We left in a rush, and I forgot to pack my pocket watch. Verna's PA gave me that watch on our wedding day, and I feel just sick knowing those thieves have it. I left the pocket watch in the wardrobe at the farmhouse. Look for the field of pumpkins to the west. You can't miss it. If you bring it back to me, I'd sure be grateful.
Verna's PA. Fucking hell. You're a poor pumpkin farmer. She's got a personal assistant. Crikey. Farmer Fulbrow wants you to retrieve his pocket watch from his wardrobe in the farmhouse at the pumpkin patch to the pumpkin farm to the west. Okay, I can do that. Let's go wide. Hooligans always causing a ruckus on our Christmas. I'm going to go in there and we're going to, you know. Now I'm strong. Now I've got the buffs. I should actually, let me just check something first. And I'm going to unironically do this. Whenbuff.com, you won't be able to see it on the screen. So the next world buff is at 1730. Next buff is Rend in 1 hour and 15. So that's at 4:30. Fuck, alright. So obviously players do this and they put it on a website and they say, we are going to drop this buff at this time. So make sure if you want it, you're around. It's making you miss WoW. And Guild Wars, yeah. Yeah, you played Guild Wars a lot, didn't you? We'll say the rallying cry does make the stream go smoother. Does, yeah. As does the 10% damage increase. Everybody's dying. There's been no, like, high-level deaths so far today, though. It's the highest level. 28, 27, 39. Got killed by a shark in Dustwallow. I know exactly what they were behaving. What they were doing, sorry. A level 48 died earlier in Tannerus. Ugh. Yeah, I will do so then, yeah. But if there is another one coming up, then I can at least have the last half of last hour of the stream with the Onyxia buff, right? Oh, John Cena's dead. Looks different to without his ring attire on. Oh shit, hello. No alliance, so then, yeah. But there is that quest in Dustwallow where you've got to swim under the dock. Maybe somebody jumped off the boat or something at a lower level and to make the swim. Is this his house? Yeah. Oh no, Benny Blanco's in there. And he's clearly up to no good. Can I kill him? Level 15. He's higher level than I am. Let's try and get behind him. Oh, he's got me. Alright, we've got world buffs. Axe me about it, see ya. Right. Before I loot Benny Blanco, I need to quickly check the pocket watch. Is it in here? It is. Got it. Bang. Oh, Jesus, there's 200 people in here all of a sudden. There we go. Pocket watch collected. I don't know if it's for the Alliance, so then, honestly. It might be. Yal needs eyes, right? But I don't think I've ever done that quest on an Alliance character. But me and Mina did it. I'm sorry, Mina and I did it recently on Horde. Okay, at some point I'm going to have to kill a shitload of Murlocs. Yeah, the Yal needs eyes. I like that Yal quest because it's one of the very few quests where the mobs drop tons of the same quest item, right? So you're like, 40 eyes from these spiders, you. But then you quickly realise that they drop like 6 or 7 at a time. Okay, first hour of game time is coming to an end, so I need to top my potions up. Bang. And bang. I need to level my alchemy a little bit, don't I? I want fortitude potions for a little bit of stamina. Yeah, it feels like you burn through the quest. As opposed to needing heads and giving one every 3 blue moons. But it's like, you kill spiders, you expect to get multiple eyes from it, right?
Good day to you.
Hello, Farmer Furlbrow. Guess what I've got?
My watch. Thank you so much, kind sir. We are but poor farmers, and we have lost our land, but please accept this reward as a token of our appreciation.
I'll take some bread and some milk.
See you around.
Lovely. Right, that's the Furlbrows sorted. That should be the north of the zone pretty much done. Let's go see what these nerds need down south. I get a quest for heads and I expect to get them every kill stubbler. Ooh, I've just had a thought. Do I go and get that quest down south? Because that gives you a cloak with 3 agility on it. And it's a green. It's a green. There are lower level quests, but it's a green. And I've got world buffs. Easy Green, welcome to the stream, speaking of which. I mean, that's true. If I go here and I get this bandana quest, then it's an easy green. You know what I mean? Oh my, I feel overly confident. It's these world buffs that's doing it. Who just killed that guy? Everybody's dying. Everybody stop dying. I get a quest for heads, and I expect to get them every kill stubbler. I was saying earlier, by the way, when I got the deed, that vanilla has a reputation for having like low quest drop rates, and you could be farming for hours to get 1 quest completed. And while there are maybe 5 quests out of the 300 or whatever in vanilla, it's not usually that bad. And then I had that discussion and spent 7 hours or something farming that stupid deed in Westfall. And Bin Laden's died. Oh no. Bin Laden's died in Westfall and his final word was F. Fuck. Oh, that was Bin Laden. He didn't say anything when he went down. Shit. Gosh, I want to play this again. Yeah. Hardcore is brilliant for it as well. Because it makes you play every single inch of the game instead of just like the path of Absolutely outstanding work from that gentleman. Okay, I should probably set my home location to the inn here, right? Let's do that. Sell some goods. I've just got bags full of food, look. 2, 4, 3. That's good food as well. That bread is. Alright, we're eating that bread from this point forward. We'll sell the rest. Does anybody want loads of just melons and pumpkins and meat and stuff? Because I've got a lot to sell. The guy who gives the quest I'm after is here somewhere. Yeah, this gentleman. Scout. How do you pronounce that?
Well met.
How do you pronounce that? Galian. Galian Maxwell. I mean, Scout. Galian.
Welcome to my inn, weary.
Hello,
traveler.
man.
What can I do for you?
I would like to make this place my home.
Be careful.
Look at it. Look how accommodating it is. Sleep here, and I can lay here, dream of Christmas, and look at the stars. Gallian, maybe? By the way,
Welcome to my inn, weary traveler. What can I do for you?
seeing as you run an inn, would you like some milk, some charred wolf meat, and some pumpkins? There you
Light
go, look.
bless you.
There you go, very much.
Greetings.
Gallian. Yeah, Gallian, I suppose. Open crew Gallian. Hello, sir.
The Defias front is constantly shifting. I've been following their movements for quite some time now. On a side note, I've ascertained that many members of the gang can be tracked by the red leather bandanas they wear.
True.
Bring me 15 of these bandanas and I'll see to it you are rewarded.
Oh, it's too agility. So look, I'm skipping forward slightly, but I can replace the old horse blanket on my back that's got 9 armor with one with 14 and 2 agility. Look at it as well. Oh, it's a nice blue number. I need 15 red leather bandanas. So this, I think, is going to be our one quest, because we're only allowed to take one quest at a time as per the challenge. These are all relatively low level up here, aren't they? Around the mine. Let's go to the mine. I'm not going in the mine, though, because that's dumb. You don't go in mines on hardcore. Guess I could find another vanilla sales. Yeah, I mean, classic. The official Blizzard classic is moving away from vanilla for the time being. Like, this was a very small window, and now they're moving off to all the other expansion. But there's hope that we might find a private server again, Easy Green. I'll let you know when the next one pops up. You technically can still play on these. Like, there's like forever vanilla servers, but they're very much. Oh, don't pull that thing. Look at that, level 19. For some reason, these dust devils just patrol around and fuck them. I would not be surprised if. Is it zones? Zone statistics. Westfall, the dust devil has to be. Pillagers aside, it has to be high. It actually isn't. The deadliest creatures in Westfall, it doesn't even make the top 10, the Dust Devil, look. Because people know to stay away from the bastards. The trappers, though, got 3,600 kills. Fucking trappers. And I'm about to go and fight a bunch of them now. Okay, so the goal to get this cloak is I need to head over here and kill some bandits. And get 15 bandanas, and then I can turn I can trade the bandanas for a fancy cloak. Is there no bandits around this camp? There usually is. Nothing? No? All dead? There's one. My first job, steal his money. 22 copper, these are starting to become worth pickpocketing. Got him. And there's one bandana. I think my favourite part about this one quest at a time business is that I only have one quest's worth of quest items in my inventory at any time. Ah, fuck, I pulled a flapper. Didn't need to kill you. I need to kill this nerd here. Oh, big stumbler with the twanging. I'm no longer worried about... Oh, that was a big potion. 140 to 180 health, and I've got 515. That is a good health potion. I'm no longer worried about... what was I going to say? I can't remember. Oh, I'm still so, like, in my mind, I'm still on the low drop rate thing from the stupid deed that I keep expecting things not to drop. I liked it when they brought in achievements for clearing all quests. And loads of mine popped immediately, yeah. All the zones you'd accidentally done. Or done on purpose without incentive. Imagine a time when you would do these things in games because you wanted to, not because there was some, like, checklist. Even I'm bad for that. Okay, this mine is full of bandits as well. I don't know whether it would be sensible for me to just go in there. Let's kill the ones around the outside. Wow, the crits on that. Look at this. Whoa, 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 whoa! 2 agility. 2 agility chest. The Pioneer Tunic of the Monkey is leather, which is good for me. It has 1 less stamina, but 1 more agility. But do I sell that? That'll probably sell. I've got slightly less health, but I'll have more critical chance and dodge and damage. Or I keep it and sell it on the auction house for a bit of money, because I'm currently very poor. What do you reckon? What would you rather be, alive or rich? Chrisman, which do you think I look better in? The green one? Or the nice brown number? Brown. Trishman's right. Trishman's right. We'll keep the green one and we'll sell it. I'm missing out on an upgrade to get a little bit of money. Which seems foolish. And it is. Okay, what's going on in here? This lady's by herself. So let's steal her money. And then use our new spell on her. I can't use the new spell because she saw me. I'm going to get so used to having these buffs that I'm going to be dangerous when it wears off. Kill the kobolds. Wait, what's like my... Oh shit, don't run up. Oh my... Oh no, 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 no. Has that just pulled a load of others? Is it not? Did I just waste sprint for no reason? Okay. The kobold ran to the humans to get help, and the humans were like, no. This is dangerous. This is dangerous. Okay. Careful. Because if she runs away to get help, then she will attract other humans. The Defiers care not for kobolds, apparently. Threw a net on me. You like my new dress? What's this? Oh. So that's 3 bananas. Bananas, bandanas. I read entertainment while I was saying bandanas. Okay, drop the bandanas. Steal her money. There's a new spell, look, so you'll be able to see it ticking down damage. Because it, like... It's called garrot, but if you garrot somebody, they just die in 10 seconds, don't they? Like, there's no, like, slowly trickle of health and then they get it back. Like, you garrot somebody and they die. Apparently I'm just not very good at garrotting on this character. Even a twang. I suppose the idea is saying that the Defiers have taken over the mines from kobolds that were probably here before. And they've like enslaved them or whatever, so when the kobolds are like, help, help, masters, they're like, they're just nothing. Okay, incapacitate that one. Garrot bags would have been top. Shit. Oh fuck, midstream break time. Shall I go AFK in the middle of a cave for the midstream break? I'm going to go back out to the entrance. The reason caves are dangerous is the entirety of Portland died at level 22. The reason caves are dangerous is obviously because they respawn behind you, and if you get in trouble, you can't escape. All of your escape routes are blocked by other mobs. Buggers who I use crippling poison. I'm actually not looking forward to doing the poison quest. I might wait till sort of level 25 or something before I do it, because if I, like, fuck it up, there's a very deadly chance that I might accidentally pull an elite that's going to get me killed. So eventually everybody, because it's like the stealthy underground class, rogues unlock the ability to coat their weapons in poison like in a lot of other RPGs. But you have to earn it through a quest that's that can prove very dangerous for the level. But do you know something that happens on hardcore server? I'm going to go up on top of this hill for the midstream break, by the way. Something that happens on hardcore servers is people will make low-level poisons and sell them on the auction house for next to nothing, just to give rogues an option to not do this terribly dangerous quest. It's like level 17, I think, Satan. It starts in Stormwind, but it does involve this tower down here. A female hot rogue called Garrot Bags would be top. Somebody pick a direction, north, south, east or west. What could possibly go wrong? Rogues are invisible and defy us and mushrooms. Satan says west. We're going to look out to sea. So this is going to be our view for the midstream break. Kind of beautiful. Up was not one of the options. It was not one of the options presented. Gwynblade. Right, enjoy the death span, but I'm going to go for a quick midstream. I should use the old rule of threes, right? Beautiful. I'll be back in 2 minutes. Chris Mann's in charge. Can people stop dying? 2 minutes.
Spam.
Excuse me, I'm here to hear this.
Spam.
Spam is supposed to be contained to the moments when Stubbler isn't on screen. Azar, thank you for the bits. Cheeky, thank you for the bits. Alright, we're back. What is in this can? Let's get these last few bandanas and then let's get my new cloak and then we're even more powerful. You weren't on screen when you typed it. I was emotionally on screen. I was just thinking when I was upstairs, the Defiers in this are quite well written because they're an evil band of bandits, which on the surface looks like, yeah, whatever. Is that an upgrade? Warped leather pants, 54 new pants, blue pants. Look at them blue ones. Thoughts? Chris, man, they're a nice pair. They're very blue. And I'm about to get a blue cloak as well. It's a good faction it is. Because they obviously they were old stonemasons that, because of the war, obviously they weren't paid for their work for rebuilding after the first war, where Stormwind was destroyed. They rebuilt it with promise of pay in the future, but then the humans went to war again, and because of the politics of the whole war and the bureaucracy surrounding it, they didn't get paid. Therefore, they were forced to wait for pay that never came. So they got bitter. Oh my god. Okay, we got him. And you may say they're justified in being angry, right? Or they siphoned off the pay as well. It was something, yes. Because of the bureaucracy and the red tape and the mess, they didn't get the pay they were deserved, right? So, they're bitter. And a lot of their actions since, right? And that's fine. Redeemable villains, right? You get it all the time. More so in the modern era, right? It's not uncommon. But what I like about the Defiers is they still need to be destroyed. They still need to be put to justice. Because at what point is a lack of pay justification for murdering and pillaging all the farms in Elwyn Forest, taking all of the gold from all of the mines, murdering anybody who stands up against them, and ultimately planning a terrorist attack on a major human city? Like, there's justification for the bad guy's actions, but only up to a point where it doesn't confuse the task you've been given. I don't know. That's kind of... It's like one step beyond the usual redeemable villain thing, right? It only redeems them up to a certain point, but their actions post-injustice are despicable. It's good. Right, Cheek says Cream Soda, Shaggy says Dandelion and Burdock, Satan says Pepsi Max Cherry, Tag Slight welcome to the stream, says Pepsi Max, Azar says Twisted Fruit, Easy Green says Professor Peppy, Chaz welcome to the stream, says Raw Chicken Juice, Chris Man, my love, says Ginger Beer, Soften says Cloudy Lemonade. There's no ethical consumption. Ooh, I've pulled 2. This is fine, just be relaxed. We've got 9 of the 15 bandanas. Remember that the nobles in Stormwind are menaces. Yeah, but at that point, like, it's like only justifies their actions to a certain degree, right? But they've gone way beyond the level of response that is acceptable, and now they're punishing an entire race based on the actions of its nobilities. Yeah, it's cool. Even if I tune in and drink, if I ever tune in and the drink is water, I'm breaking my keyboard. Don't you worry, Chris Man, because today it's Professor Peppy. Is that a... No, it's not a finesse. Easy Green, good work. Okay, I am absolutely slaughtering these. Oh, Diarrhea's died. I did say that quickly. 5 more bandanas, then we can go get my new cloak. Yeah, it's a rip-off of Dr. Pepper, Chris, but it's so dumb, right? Professor Pepe is an Aldi brand, right? Yes. The German Dr. Pepper ripoff. Because it's been so long since I had the good stuff. Ripoff? No, it's a pop tab. Sounds like Al Qaeda. Oh my god, they did some. Did they do? Oh my god, did they do a Stormwind 9/11? At the very least, the writing sounds very early 2000s. Well, it's a bit of a spoiler for what's to come, but I might die before we ever see it, so let's all discuss it. So at this point, our main character, Dearest Stubbler, doesn't know that these are the old Stonemasons Guild. And they don't know who the leader is. They just know that bandits are suddenly appearing. And you start to piece it together through the quests. But the conclusion to the whole story is that we might get to it if I'm good enough. That we'll get to discover that the leader is a guy called Edwin Van Cleef, which they quickly recognise as the old leader of the Stonemasons Guild that helped during the rebuild. And they discover. I mean, we'll get to it, but they'll discover eventually that Edwin Van Cleef is hiding out in a cave somewhere in Westfall. And upon entering the cave, we realise that he's building a ginormous warship and loading it up with as much artillery as possible. With plans to go from... Hang on a minute, let me turn Questy off. So Stormwind's here. Westfall's here. No, sorry, Stormwind's here. Westfall's here with plans to travel to the coast and destroy Stormwind with the warship. So not quite yet done one, Shaggy Dan, but that's the plan. I'm running around too confident in this cave, by the way. I need to go a bit further out. I like the name, actually. It's daft, like the punk guys. Chrisman, they're French. Be careful, you're invoking the French. Interesting, I still haven't been to Aldi yet. We've got a few around here, but the closest one's like 20 minutes away. Alcarion was saying that they don't do the dumb shit drinks that I drink, so it must be just an American branded shop with Aldi on it, like ours are probably British branded shops with Aldi written on it. So I don't know whether you'd get this stuff even in there. Have you noticed, Chaz, by the way, I've got Darkmoon Fair and Onyxia buff on a level 14. That's why things are a bit calmer today, because I'm suddenly too powerful to die. Touch wood, touch wood, touch wood, touch wood, touch MDF. Yeah. I plan to stay alive. Thank you very much, Chaz. So we'll stop touching your wood. What do you mean? What are you referring to, Setha? Right, stop going in this stupid fucking cave. Or stop masturbating. See, sorry, I'm with you. Okay. Why didn't you just say so? So I've got the Onyxia buff and Darkmoon Fair plus 10 damage. I think it's ridiculous. Hello! Damn, she came out of nowhere. I'm worried about being really... I hate this thing so much. I hope if they do another fresh, they get rid of this stupid enemy placing thing. Drives me to the wall. Imagine this, Chaz. You played the shit out of Melee on our last private server. So you attack a moblet, and then if you stand under him, it's hard to get it to do it when you want it to, but they move around and they position themselves. Look, well, that was actually him running away. But they move around to give space so they're not stood on top of you. So if you're trying to place a mob with its back to you or whatever, I can't imagine what tanks are like. Have you experienced it, Chaz? It's infuriating. At least on private servers it wasn't the same. All my muscle memory. You ate it as well, Trim, yeah? Fucking stinks. The reason it's dangerous on hardcore as well is because when you're playing, obviously permadeath, but suddenly mobs are hitting you from behind. You had a rough time tanking Zul'Farrak last. What, for that reason? Oh, it's nasty. Right then, bandana's collected. I need to go to Stormwind at some point. Sell some shite. I've got loads of stacks of linen cloth that I don't need. Tiger's eye. Got that fancy chest. Red linen robe pattern. Oop, don't walk straight through a bandit camp. Bastards are moving all over the place. Yeah, I don't see the benefit of it though. Another thing they've removed as well, or not moved, another thing that's different than what I'm used to on private servers. I'm not saying it's right or wrong or removed or not removed. But on private servers, if you stand here, if you point a mob west, when it runs away in fear, it'll run east. Right? But now, on here, they just run in a random direction. Have you noticed that as well, by the look of things? I thought you was going mad. No, that's different to what we're used to. Again, it might be how it's supposed to work originally, but damn is it different to what we're used to. And frustrating. I look more like a wolf than a coyote. Saw a real one the other day. Yeah, I think they just name stuff different, but they don't really have other models. Right, we've got our bandanas. Let's get this cloak upgrade. That's exactly the kind of statement I was hoping to intercept Sothan with my, I know it's probably the same as it was, it's probably what it was like in vanilla, etc, etc. I acknowledge that fully. Why would they run through you this year? That's the thing. I don't remember it from originally. But, well, you must know, yeah, so I'll take your word for it. Lydia says, hello, I've got to keep her locked in my room while the guys install the heat. I bet she's fast asleep. I bet she doesn't mind. Scout, what did you say, Sin? Galleon.
King's honor, friend.
Here's your bandanas.
Nice work, person. Please accept one of these items as payment for all your hard work.
I guess person means that you can speak to any of the... Okay, that makes sense. Right then, we don't want the cloth leggings or the mail boots. We want this.
Light bless you.
They're like cats. There's no logic, just speed. They run under your legs and get in the way instead of running away. Yes, they do. I don't remember that, though. Again. The cloak of the People's Militia. Ooh, look at that. We're a blue lad now, suddenly. Like a mage. That's a nice cloak, though. Now we have a cloak with 2 agility on it. I think it's time we went out and started chopping. I'll go over to these vendors over here and sell some crap, though. It's actually why I stopped keyboard turning when I started the game as a paladin, because I got tired of turning around to chase them when they went through you. Well, I don't mind them going through. Like, that's what I remember, and that's what I hope, what I wish they still did. It's this new movement thing. I remember Monkey News complaining about that. When he first came to Classic as well, so I don't know whether... And he's a very high-level player. The new thing where they... When they're under it... Like, if they run through you, that's fine. But for some reason, they run... Not when a mob is feared, but when you're targeting... They, like, take a second and then separate themselves. And, like, if I'm fighting here, sometimes you run into, say the fire's the mob. No, not the fire, because that will literally burn me. Say this is the mob. You run up to him and you're fighting like this really close. There's some new technology where it, like, steps aside, so it makes it like a realistic fighting distance. And that's the thing that annoys me the most, because sometimes they'll cut through you, and they're hitting your back and stuff. It drives me insane. I put her on the bed before. She was knocking on the door over and over and feeling under with one arm. It's adorable. Ugh. You've messed up a routine. Oh, you haven't, but the NPCs have. You can do... I can do it now, yeah? It's okay, so then I clicked all my abilities for like the first 12 levels when I first started playing. Yeah, everybody keyboard turn. Dobbs, are you still here? I think you might be. He got so frustrated because I put like an old PvP video out a million years ago of me clicking in Burning Crusade. And he was like, we're going to have to change this, because he was a rogue as well. And he sat me down outside Ironforge, and he taught me in duels outside Ironforge over the course of like a week how to use keybinds. Christ. He was here before. I don't know if he probably suppressed that painful memory. The best DPS players click. True. why Vertner was such a menace. He was years ahead of everyone else in terms of skill, yeah. Keyboard turners are clickers are worse than clothies. Well, I don't know if you've watched the final week recap yet, so Trim, but you were called out for keyboard turning in the final week best of. You got a joke PvP video on YouTube from like 2008. We all desperately wanted to be it, didn't we? Go watch the FIFA section, Trim. You're the main character of that FIFA section, and you're keyboard turning halfway through it. I don't use keybinds until raiding, and only then when I needed to kick quickly. It's just reaction times, right? Yeah. Suddenly, you're starting to need more sharpness for raiding and stuff, and before long, you've got no choice really. You just drift into it. Ian Southan's the one that called you out. Keyboards are for secretaries and online groomers.
Need help?
Right. Oldmar Saldine, I heard you would like some help making some food of subscription.
The onions are peeled, the garlic is minced, the rosemary is crushed, the crust has been baked, the dill weed is chopped, the gravy is simmering. Now all I need for my famous meat pie are 8 Gortusk livers.
8 Gortusk livers. I can do that. I can do that now. Right. Salma Saldine needs 8 Gortusk livers to make Gortusk liver pie. Ooh, these are thin on the ground. Okay. Surely we're good enough to kill some pigs. We'd eventually change the full keybinds and the G11 for the extra ones, and many on the mouse button ones. I've never really done shift keybinds and stuff. I've always been a terrible WoW player, or like slightly better than average. Even now. But I have so much trouble with shift keybinds because of old injuries that I never did it. You'll notice now, nothing's shift apart from I think shift mouse. I use shift once, and that's only to mount up. Where's all the pigs? There's a pig. Holy crap! I nearly got taken out by a guy on a griffin. Westfall's famous liverless boars. Yeah, there you go, look. I could go buy them off the auction house, but I'm not made of money, am I? Let's just do some laps. Bear, welcome to the stream. TBC and Wrath of the Lich King were rough on keybinds, depending on what class you played. Eventually, between all of the abilities and raided macros and arena macros, I ran out of room for any more keybinds on the 60 action buttons I had. So I had to go into the config file and add additional keybinds. Yeah, there was a bit of an ability bloat, wasn't there, later on in the expansions? An elf. They had them running up through Mr. Pandari before they pruned things down a bit. Yeah, they had to do all kinds of pruning, didn't they, in the later expansions? Ability pruning, talent point pruning, XP pruning, damage number pruning. Better than average sounds about right, considering most classic players don't understand you don't need auto attack on your bars to use it. Is that true? I think especially on day one, right? I've seen a pig and got really excited. Yeah, I pulled a bear on a flap. The amount of streams and clips you've seen. On private servers, you did need it on your action bars in their defense, but yeah. Yeah, it's maybe just old private server setups that are just hanging over. I doubt it. I talk like everybody played private servers, but they didn't, did we? It was still a very niche, even on like 15,000 player servers, it was still niche compared to classic. Those you played on didn't need it. I don't think I've ever played a private server where they've got that macro set up correct, because they had the original macro thing, right? The only reason you don't need it now is because you can do the /cast attack macros. That's where you learned it. The only reason I say it is because to make a macro for auto attack on spell usage. Oh, you took that long to learn the right click thing. Oh, Trim. Fuck. I was thinking you were talking about like complex auto attack macros and stuff. Jesus, Trim. Yeah, so but the reason I'm saying on private servers is because they didn't have the updated macros setup thing. See the bot do it then. Did you see that? Oh, it drives me mad. I'm getting angry thinking about it. There we go. We've got one liver. Sorry, yeah, you needed to have auto attack on your bars so that the macro knew a bar slot to point to. I think. Press 1 if this is boring, too deep WoW talk. it was always likely to happen. Trim says 1 himself. I learned immediately because you told me about it. I'm saying that people still use it on their slot, on their bars for the auto attack. Yeah, that's never needed in Classic, you're right. But it is on private server. Every private server. It needs Augur's One Piece lore added to it, yeah. It really drives the entertainment value into the dust. Private servers are poo, they should make it. Yeah, true. They will never make another private vanilla server ever again. Never ever. Never ever ever. Stubble has never been wrong on anything, just like that. And I wouldn't play on it anyway because they're illegal. Say it with meaning. There will never be another fresh, progressive, please, I want to go back to progressive servers, vanilla World of Warcraft server ever again. Ever. Oh, Dust Devil, stay away. There's got to be somewhere else I can get these livers. Maybe one of you lot can sneak up and give me some livers and just pretend you're just like a pleasant passerby that just wants to help dearest pig. I'm missing everything suddenly. I think the reason I'm sort of so like content and calm today is because I know what's coming. Because in a week on Monday, this stream's going to look very different and it's going to be very stressful and permadeath as fuck. Hopefully I've killed the dragon by then. Oh, that crit! 138 crit. I'm going to miss this buff when it's gone. I honestly don't even know what to do on my winter car. Like, what, like... I think the worst thing we can do... Where are these livers? The worst thing I can do is get in and be like, whoa, everything's new, let's go and run around and check on everything and find all the new stuff. And, like, sniff under every rock and we'll be like, yeah, let's go check on Grandma, let's go check on Scotty, let's go see if... You know what I mean? While we'll be desperate to see all of this new stuff, I think it might be better if I just start and FCI the shit out of it. Just be like, oh, I've got no fucking food in the fridge. We need to go to the shop, and then I'll see what options I've got for going to the shop. And then I'll go to the shop and get some stuff, and then we'll see the shop. And then we'll see that, and then I'll be like, oh, I need some money. Let's see what options are for money. And then I'll start sniffing around, and then we might see some money-making opportunity, or we might... And we'll slowly unlock bits and bobs. And then if there's an area that we've not been taken to, we'll go there and investigate that individually at some point. But what I don't want to do is just chase around and green pants. Green pants with stamina on it. 2 stamina to lose 30 armour. And health regen. We're doing it. Alright, Stubbler's got red pants on now. Whoa. Feeling strong with my new red pants. Killing pigs. Faces past and I'm homebound. Play like we did with my summer car when we decided to take detours to learn things. Play it normally and discover things as you go. Yeah, exactly. Because eventually, I think, whatever there is that's new, and it's quite possible that there's barely anything new in the game to start off with, right? But I think we kind of... Whatever's changed, if there are things that have changed, we'll slowly see it by just existing in the world of Finland. Because what I could do is, and I'm sure a lot of people did when it started, is just run around and look at everything and be like, whoa, this is new, pretty good, this is new, oh, I've died, never mind, we're exploring anyway, oh, this is new. I don't think that's very Doomhaus. It's perfectly legitimate, but I don't think it's very us. Can't wait for the pimping options. I mean, I wouldn't put anything past that game at this point. Pig! Sorry, I've got to stop shouting. I'm going to get kicked out. I'm going to do want green pants better. I've got the stamina for it, but I'm losing out on armour now. It's funny on hardcore, you don't really give a crap about armour, do you, in the normal game? But on hardcore, it's the only stat in the early game that you've got that you can alter to maybe give you the slightest advantage in terms of survival. And then when it gets to the point where you get green items that are better, I don't want to give up the armour. Right, pigs. I'm about to run out of... We've got 8 minutes left on the Onyxia, on the Dragon Slayer buff. And there is no more being dropped today, so I'm going to have to log on later on and get another one. I'm kind of annoyed that there are a bunch of people calling me a cheat for using these Dragon Slayer buffs. Exactly, Scotty. I've already checked it on stream once today. No, they're after the stream, so no more while the stream's online, I mean. Yeah, Scotty's posted the link. Look, Scotty, welcome to the stream. If you click that link, you can see when the hardcore server buffs are dropping. But I think the next one's 30 minutes after the stream finishes. There's a rend, but I can't really afford the 80 gold it costs to get rend as an alliance. Stream title idea, Armour Chameleon. I had 2 stream titles lined up for today. One was Deeds United, but then I thought, no, I have to talk about Leeds United. And the other one was Stealth Insurers. Could also go for National... And just like that, by accidentally discovering a pond, Stubbler is now level 15, and we switch over from Dougieville to Shaggy Danville. If I die now, Shaggy Dan, you get 3 points. And if I was to walk into this lake right now and drown, the oranges would get 3 points, and we would finally overtake the greens and be in the lead for the first time since 2024. Now, I'm not saying I'm willing to... There's a lot of pigs around here, by the way. I'm not saying I'm willing to rig the shit out of this competition. Yeah, on stream, yeah. Where are all these livers? Did I say National Stealth? No. Stealth Insurance, I think I did. Keep getting tripped up by accidentally leveling. Need to spend my talent point as well, don't I? Malice. Increase all damage caused against humanoids, giants, beasts, and dragonkin targets by 1. Yep. Thank you. And my friggin' inventory's full. I could do with a trip to Stormwind. I mean, seeing as we're near the little town in this place, I'll go and do it. In fact, I'm going to kill all of these while I'm out. Just see if I can get a few more livers while the spawns are still up, even though my bags are full. And I've got the bloody Onyxia buff. Now, I shouldn't go too close to this town because one of the most deadly enemies in the entire game is in here. Is it listed on this? I think it is, right? The creature statistics. So Voidwalker minion is kind of irrelevant because they're all over the place, but falling and drowning, obviously not characters, but defiers, trappers and pillagers. These two have killed more enemies than any other enemy in World of Warcraft. Think about that. They've got more kills than anything. The Voidwalker minions, as I say, because they're just like pets that any mob can have. That's fucked. And they are only found in this little town. We're going to have to kill some at some point. Did the messenger pass me by, Sky? It's a shame I can't kill him yet, because we need to level up. We need to get to that point in the quest. Salty, welcome to the stream. Another one on 65 streams. Salty, good morning. Ignoring the Voidwalkers, the top three are all Alliance based. And people say Alliance players aren't shit. I think the reason Horde players do better is because you've got better circulation in fingerless gloves. But you're not going to commit suicide. Because you have dignity, believe in sanctity of the game. Well, I mean, it depends how desperate I am, Shaggy Dan. We'll see how next week goes. There we go, 5 livers. Okay, the livers are piling up now. This is the best place to come for pigs as well. I didn't realise there's so many back down here. All level 14 as well. Since it's such a boring talent that's so powerful, you basically have to pick it. Oh, talents like Malice have led to a lot of conversation between my friend and I about talents. But you'll never directly see it. Yeah. I always think this, because Fallout 4 is a good example of this, where Fallout 4 got a lot of abuse because it, instead of every level you unlocked some skill points to put in one of your stats, you unlocked, as you saw during the playthrough, right, something very meaningful, like the Chrisman thing, for example. You unlock the ability for some guy to just come out of nowhere and do, or your guns did specific cool things, or you could do different things in combat, or crits did this or that, or the idiot savant thing that gave you a load of XP. Like, very different things. It got stick because it opted for that instead of the Fallout 3 system, which is just to increase, like, your bartering skill by 4, or increase your carry capacity, or your strength by whatever. Like, as you say, Malice or Murder is a 1% damage increase, which is both something you can't say no to, but also something you're not going to feel any benefit from, right? Is that what you're saying, Sotha? Like, yeah. And WoW's like that in general. You just get minor little upgrades that don't feel like... But you'd be foolish not to pick, but don't feel much of a benefit, yeah. Okay, I'm going to get rid of some crap. Gore-tusk, snouts, coyote meat you can't cook, right? Boar tusks, vulture. Can you cook vulture meat? No. Canines, eggshells, boar ribs, boar intestines. But what I can do is cook up some boar meat, which is good. I need to work on professions a bit more, don't I?
For the Alliance.
Well, let's do some cooking. Bang! Morning. Hope everyone's doing well. We're doing alright at this end, Salty. Just dreading my winter car. It was so then, yeah, with Dragonflight the Chronic Expansion, talents are in the best spot they've been in. Yeah. I wouldn't want anything to happen to the vanilla talents during vanilla. But I can see why they moved away from it slightly. You can cook all meat if you try hard enough. That's true. If I straddle this... Cooking doesn't really do much, does it, until later on. The Alliance have the most deaths. You're too tense. I need to go to Stormwind. Look at all this linen. That's dumb. And I can still only make basic linen bandages. I'm level 15. Because of my struggle bags... Do I go do some professions? Professions. I maybe should do a little bit of infrastructure, right? Yeah. Let's do some chores. Lack of game design knowledge is what makes Vanilla WoW so appealing. Yeah, it is. Yeah, like, I think we all sit around and say, oh, this game should be this, or this, or this game is clearly lacking in this design idea or whatever. But for some reason, it's a bit like the gingerbread lattes. They tried to do something, and it is flawed in all sorts of ways, but for some reason, all the flaws put together make something amazing. Yeah. And that's why I think changing anything in it, even though they're all objectively good changes, just takes a little bit of that accidental charm off the top, you know? The other side of that, the people that say the X version of WoW was the perfect variation and no one ever wanted to change, etc. Yeah, we all wanted to. Like, you have to acknowledge that this game has its flaws. But how unbelievably rare is it that you can go back to something and it is not only as good as you remember, but better, and nostalgia plays zero part in it after the first, like... Because I love Halo 1, what's all my favourite? Like, I love Bioshock Infinite and Halo 1 and Red Dead 1 and all of these games, but I can feel their age when you go back. And that first playthrough will never quite be... But Vanilla is a weird game where it is as good as you remember it, and possibly better than you remember. So, not many bags at all, Scotty, no. Chopped. I've still got room for one, and I've only got this that's only a 4 slaughter. Salma, please.
Hey there. Be careful.
All I need for my famous meat pies are 8 Gortusk livers. Continue.
These are just perfect, adventurer. Thank you so much. Farmer Saldine and I are going to feast tonight. And here is a little something for you for the hard work. You didn't think I was going to let an adventurer like you go hungry, did you?
I did. Can I have them livers back, though, if you're going to...
Help me make some
Thank you,
Westfall
man. I
soup.
can't at the
Come back
moment.
with the following-
I appreciate it, but I can't right now. I need to go to town. And I can only take one quest at a time, so alas. Okay, I've got a cooking recipe. But this is the good stuff, look, the Gortusk liver pies. Now, the reason why this stuff's important is because if I sit and eat one of these special cooked pies, I gain 4 stamina and 4 spirit. Stamina meaning health, and spirit meaning health regen. You go back in time and find out everyone was complaining about everything during every point of the game. Yeah, exactly. And that's why it's so rare, right? You're like, people complain at all points. So you go back, you can also think, well, we were complaining back then, so it's not going to be as good as I remember. And I think that's why Vanilla WoW is so... Like Burning Crusade and things. People go back and they enjoy it, but the reason why we've had Season of Mastery and Season of Discovery, and the reason we've had Classic Fresh about 7 times, and the reason that Vanilla private servers are so unbelievably massive, I think the other expansions are all very good and had their fans. But like some of my favourite ever games, sometimes you can't go back. And I think it's normal that you can't go back. But this is a very, very, very rare example of a game that not only, as I said, when you go back, it's better than you remember.
Safe travels.
And I'm not even putting it above any other version. It's just aged better than most games would ever have a hope of doing.
Well, if you're looking to get there quickly, then look no further.
Hello, yes. I'm partial to 2.4.3 because they'll forever be an arena junkie. Oh, I mean, technically so. Then, if you was to have a level, if you was to go on your level 60, you could play arenas in vanilla because the pre-patch is coming out. Is it Red Dead Redemption or both, Sky? I very much like both, but I think the sequel was. Very rarely do you feel like a game was made to your absolute perfect desires for a video game. But Red Dead 2 is if you could sit down in a lab and make a game for Stubbler. Yep. Though I will say I very much enjoyed Modern WoW's arenas. Arenas have always looked good, yeah. I know there's been a bit of different balances here and there that's caused problems. 2.3.7, 2.4.3. I don't think I've sat and stated my favourite patch. I don't know what my favourite patch is. That's maybe it. My favourite patch is everything from 1.3 to Agatha Morgan looked like my father, so yeah. Red Dead Redemption 2 is a perfect game. Either people couldn't cope with the pace of Red Dead and said it was shit, or they fucking adore it, and there's very little in between. I never thought I would prefer Minecraft to WoW, but here we are. 12, thank you for the kind words. Right, my potions have run out, but I'm not going to use them. 12, welcome to the stream. The nicotine is your favourite patch. This patch. When you have people that have min-maxed TVC arenas, it gets absurdly slow paced. Yeah, I suppose you just rock and hard plays, right? Those are actually meant to be kind, so thank you. Oh, you mean the Minecraft playthrough? You enjoy watching WoW, but Minecraft has won you over so much that you now enjoy that as well. I thought it was the opposite. I thought you were, oh god, WoW's so boring. It's almost... Minecraft's almost better than it. Wish I could mind wipe and do it all over again, yeah. I said I had to wait 5 years until I replayed Red Dead 2 because I was so emotionally connected to that character. I'm going to put that... Yeah, I'm going to put that Gortus liver pie away. Right, I'm going to do some jobs. How am I going to paste this? I'm going to waste my Darkmoon Fair buff, and that's fine. I'm going to go... Let's do some alchemy to start off with. This game was so good. Why hasn't there been a WoW 2? Sorry, yeah, I said I had to give myself 5 years before I went back and played Red Dead because I was so emotionally invested in that playthrough, and everything I did, I didn't want my first playthrough to not be my internal canon. I didn't want anything different to happen. That's level 51, just died in ZF. And then I got to 2023 or whatever was the 5 year point since release, and I wasn't emotionally ready, so I was like, next year. Then to 2024 I wasn't ready. I wasn't ready last year, and I'm still not fucking ready. I'm never streaming it. I love it too much. No, I love it. I love it far too much. Okay then, the apothecary.
Best deals in all of Stormwind, my friend. Won't find any better. Now, what
So
can
I've
I help
heard.
you with?
Nothing. I'm sorry, ma'am. I need to go speak to this gentleman.
Best deals in all of Stormwind, my friend. Won't find any better. Now, what can I help you with?
Hunting in the grizzlies. Oh, it's fresh this morning. Better have another coffee to warm up. Yeah. Oh, the immersion. Damn it. Right, sir. I would like some empty vials, please, because I need to do some potion bullshit. Lovely. Is there an alchemy trainer? No, the alchemy trainer's in the... I'm going to go nip over to the mage's quarter and we'll go speak to the alchemy trainer. That's the first thing we're going to do. You're actually interested in... actually into Minecraft against all belief. I do like that idea. Like, a lot of the times you'll mention a game and people will roll their eyes, right? I do like the idea of playing... of being brave with games like that and just playing them on stream and see if we can change our minds in a world of people that just doggedly stick by their no, this is shit. I've said it's shit, so it's going to be shit forever. I think Minecraft's been a revelation in that regard. That's the Duncan's Textiles. Where's the... Oh, there we go. Alchemy needs. If no Red Dead 2, when are we getting a Doom Eternal playthrough? I always think this. and it was proven in 2019 when I streamed the first Doom, 2016. It sounds like a good idea until you realise that it's just incredibly heavy metal music and gunshot sounds and boss music for 3 hours. It's not really conducive to second screen content while people are working, in either at 7 a.m. or 2 o'clock in the afternoon. We all said the same as that. And before long, we had people being like, yeah, alright, can we turn down the music or something? This is a bit much. It was just constant. I like games with ebbs and flows. They're very good games, though. Exceptionally good. But maybe just not for the stream. Alright, let's play. Let's make 5 elixirs of lion strength. Today's going to be a great day. I got that money back from Mrs. Downs. Life's all uphill from here. Let's have a cigar to celebrate. Santa, why have you said this? Okay, we'll make 5 of these. Actually, I'm going to get up to level 25 and see if they'll offer me some.
I am honored to share
training.
my knowledge with you, adventurer. See that you use it well.
I need to make better potions. Here we go. Yeah, Troll's Blood. That's health regeneration, look. Yes. Minor mana potions. Yeah, I'll spend that. Alright, now, alchemy is huge, by the way. Now I can make Troll's Blood potions. Yeah. Now I'll get a little bit of health regen, too. Literally have to forget my chat exists if I play Doom Eternal. You couldn't have it other way, yeah? It's just not conducive to streaming, is it? Unfortunately. As good a game as it is. Put all this away over here. Sorry, I'm fanning about. So I want my bandages down there. And then I've got room down here for my potions. I'm going to have to drink that one. Then I'll make a potion of defense. Can I make another Troll's Blood? I cannot. Alright. So now we've got 3 potions to be keeping up at all times. When do I learn Fortitude? Alchemy level 50, so 21. That's alright. Good. Next I need to go to... Whom be praised. What's my herbalism at? Sorry everybody, this is slightly dry, but it all needs doing. Cooking next. You'd be surprised who has what on the side screen. In that case, Eternal is a better choice. 2016 was kind of wild ride by the end, but Eternal starts like that and only gets more ridiculous by the end. It's also kind of why, like, the way that I sit and smell my own fucking flatulence about how I enjoy playing games on higher difficulties. You'd think that the Souls games would be perfect for the stream, right? But because I'm shit at video games, every boss would be 3 weeks of boss music and constant attack noises, and it would just be that for weeks, and I don't think that would be very streamable. One thing I like is the light through clear thing he does, and the cough gets gradually and unnoticeably worse as the game goes on until he gets really sick, and you notice it after 3 or 4 playthroughs. Ugh. I didn't notice it, Trim, I'll be honest. I mean, you can have whatever plaudits you want, but I didn't notice it either. Again, everybody says they'd watch it, but they wouldn't watch it. They'd watch the first 2, and then it'd be just me talking to myself. If you don't stream it, then play it at home, and I'll watch you from the bushes and the windows. You always do. I don't need to be playing games you like for that. Didn't notice until after the boat sunk. But then you don't look for him being... Yeah, no. I mean, I always had it, because of the plot, I always had it that he just looked tired. He just looked done. But I didn't realise it was more than that.
Hey there. Do I look like I have the time or energy to coddle every tourist that wanders through my door? Tell me what you need and make it quick.
I came in here for cooking advice. Why you gotta be so... He will train me spiced wolf meat, which I will take, actually, because that's pretty good. Finally, I can cook something that's good. I watch, but usually on my second monitor while I'm doing other things, so I often forget to chat. Precisely so, then, right? So you don't want chaos boss out. I think I'm going to be extremely patronising, everybody. So brace yourselves. I would never. But we learned this lesson in 2019 a little bit with Doom, but we learned it a lot with another game in 2019. Chrisman Trim South, and I'm sure you all remember which. Right, first hit next. You're going to have to fight for room there, Chaz. I've set up shop here. I noticed it right away and it made me sad, but the shame about gaming is people haven't even played it and know the ending, so won't bother. It's a damn shame, considering. Yeah, I've been careful not to say exactly what we're referring to. People, shut your brains off. Can't you forget forever? You usually don't shut the fuck up. Searching my brain for a 2019. It's the only game, Trim, that I said I hated that I've streamed. If I had TB in 2, I would think I have it in IRL, but I don't. They had you tested. You thought you actually had it? Yeah. That game was just endless action. It was like a game for people with the shortest possible attention span. You couldn't drive 20 yards down the road without more action, explosions, bangs, gunshots, bang, 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 and I don't know what I thought I was signing up for. There is a bit easy green. There's like there's parades on the village square, saluting the flag kind of sound, isn't it? For stuff like idiot, but also I got tested and thought about going to the US, and it's an issue. What T? Oh yeah, I think TB. Olga was talking about TB being in Romania.
That would aid your journeys.
Thank you, man. I've come here because I wanted to learn heavy linen bandages, but I learned those at level 40, so let me just make 7 of the normal one. Terry Crews sitting there. You blanked it from your memory. I forgot I bought it. I played it co-op locked at 30 with my friend, which made it fun, but solo. Hell no. Worst Crackdown game by far. Well, it was that year where Microsoft in 2018 put out 3 games. Sea of Thieves, State of Decay 2, and Crackdown 3. They were like the 3 games. Obviously, Sea of Thieves launched a little thin, but I played it very early in 2018 with Gwynblade, and we had a good time that day for Gwynblade. But I had a massive turbo shit, so ended up. I think we sank because I wasn't there to help him because I needed a shit. But played that and really enjoyed it. Obviously, you know how much I adore State of Decay 2. It's the game, well, other than My Summer Car, that I've streamed the most on this channel. What's my next chore? First aid, cooking, alchemy, herbalist. I don't have fishing, do I? Good. Alright, we're good. Let's go to the auctioneers. And I thought, well, Crackdown 3 is the other one. Maybe it's good. It's not good. It was surfing on a dumpster and spider car thing attached to the walls is all I remember. I just remember this final stream. And there's like a... You've played it recently, haven't you, Scotty? There was like a fucking tower or something that you had to climb up. And it was just gunshots for like 2 hours, and it drove me insane. I don't know. Just did a quick search for a dairy-free alternative to dried milk powder. Got an AI result. Fuck, I mean, technically... Jesus. State of Decay 3, where I think that game is never coming out. I think it might be quietly in more trouble than Subnautica. Did I not get the... I'm an idiot. Fucking hell. Not a lot of dairy and regular milk, to be honest. Don't think we have to worry about AI. Yeah. I mean, last year we said that Will Smith spaghetti thing, right? It's never going to get better than that. Stupid shit. Crackdown is a shoot-'em-up game. It's nothing special. Yeah, no, it's... I think the reason that I look back on it so harshly is not because it was a bad game. It's just a really bad game for streaming. Like, if you're into just shoot-'em-ups and bang, bang, shoot, right? Play Doom. But if you're into lower quality ones, play Crackdown 3. But yeah, it just did not make for good streams. Shitty answer, just cost a bottle of water.
Hello, a fellow physician.
Hello,
I would be
yes.
glad to teach you anything that would aid your journeys.
Sorry, ma'am. I came over here and then learned some stuff in front of you so I could learn heavy linen bandages. And then didn't learn heavy linen bandages. So let's make some heavy linen bandages. Will Smith eating hammers. Now we have Vin Diesel drinking diesel fuel in HD. Gwynblade and I were discussing this earlier in Discord. I think the problem with AI is, as much as we all get like warm, happy, virtuous feelings by condemning it, every insult we throw at it currently, in terms of quality, will be irrelevant like next month. And eventually it'll be like CGI, where we rail against CGI despite the fact that we don't even notice it when we see it. It's the boiled frogs thing, right? Eventually it will become a part of our everyday life and we'll stop. We won't even notice it's happening. The only reason we don't like it now is because it's noticeable. But it's not going away, and we're not going to cry it out of existence. And it's definitely got environmental issues, like most things have, right? I don't want actual artwork and things to go away, and I wish it was a bit better with not stealing from people and stuff. And I have actually, it's put me off all video platforms because I don't like looking at it. But I don't know whether we're going. I like Trim says. I don't think. Sorry, I know Trim was joking, but I don't think we've got a choice, have we? Almond powder is a good alternative. Hopefully I'm dead by then. Well, you don't know. AI has been part of our lives for ages. It's some of the content creation stuff we notice. Yes, yeah. It's the generative stuff, right? The reason I'm not so harsh on it is because for a while there I was like watching too much like YouTube shorts and stuff. And for the first time in a decade, I was on a website that you scroll, which is something that I managed to break away from like fucking 8 years ago or whatever when I fucked Reddit off. Like, but it's then suddenly, instead of some discipline move on my part, it just all started getting flooded with stuff that you couldn't tell whether it was real or not, and I just... Ghana? No, I shouldn't have said that. And it put me off it. I had absolutely no interest in viewing it anymore. It was brilliant. It flipped the switch, and suddenly I had no interest in YouTube Shorts, and I've got all that time back, and it's brilliant. Baron's Boys. Is it WoW stuff, Dobbs? I was just saying earlier, by the way, I don't know if he was here for it, Dobbs. We were talking about keybinds, and I had owned up to all of these lot that I put a PvP video out.
Now, what can I help you with?
With me clicking, and you forced me to sit down and taught me how to use keybinds outside of Ironforge one night during Burning Crusade. And it took me ages to learn it, so it was rubbish. If I ever vouch that I love AI, just know that's not me, that's AI. Still got that PvP one? I think the original one that I made's gone, but the one that me and you were... Yeah, what's that? It's on your YouTube channel, isn't it? That, like, Burning Crusade video. At least I was using keybinds in that. Yeah. The Brewfest thing. That was top. I can remember that was part of, like, a massive video that I lost in the end because my PC died. And Gwynblade, my useless bucket brother, wasn't good enough to fix it for me. Okay, these aren't worth selling. Malachite vendors for 15 copper. Is that it? It's probably got some fucking... Yeah, there it is. 2 level 70 rogues. I was using keybinds at this point, and I only sent Dobbs this because it was 600 views. I only sent Dobbs this because it was the part of a bigger video that he was in. It's quite fun, that, though. I enjoyed that. That's like the last time I truly enjoyed PvP as well. Okay, Tiger's Eye sells for 1 silver, but it vendors for 1 silver, so that's not worth it. And then the Pioneer's Tunic of the Monkey. 10 silver. Do I want 10 silver or do I want to wear this? I'm going to sell it. Let's go 6 and let's go 9. We did have an arena team called Hemo, hello. We did. Yeah, we did. Me, you and Pete, right? Pistol Pete.
Best deals in all
those are
my
this.
friend. Won't find any better. Now what can I help?
Now all I've got is the shit Doomhaus.
See you later.
Pit. So dumb. So dumb. What are we hanging on to, Trim? Baron's Boys is good. That is good AI stuff. AI is the guy who sings parodies, often referred to as Weird. Weird AI Yankovic. Classic PvP video that's not 480. Well, it was... I had a 16x10 monitor, and I was going to format in 16x10, but I think I needed a smaller... I needed to make it smaller somehow to send it to Dorbs over Skype, because there was like a file size limit. I've completely lost track of what I'm supposed to be doing in game, by the way. I've been walking around just chatting. So I had to crop it somehow, and I think I was just like, oh, I sent him it because it was a preview of a bigger video, but because I sent him it, that's all he had left. So what year will that have been? It says 15 years ago, so that was... Well... No, you uploaded it in 2011, but we'll have recorded it in 2007?
Where is it you would like to go, lad?
That video is 19 years old.
Can get you there faster than even
Okay.
the swiftest horse.
I think it's time we go back to Westfall and let's carry on doing some chopping. I'm still alive, and I've got 25 minutes of the Dark Moon Fair buff as well. And I'm victory dancing. I still victory dance in raids to this day, Dobbs. I always have that macro. Am I right in thinking at some point during this video you say I threw up a little in my mouth or something? You had to upload it because you had a new PC and lost all your old data. For the record, Dobbs, by the way, is somebody that I met in WoW, in Vanilla. But I knew some of his old friends from Halo. And we ended up pretty much being thick as thieves for like 2 full expansions, right? And then ended up sharing a fucking tent at Donington. It happens right at the start. It's so good. I'm not going to go watch that. I remember the song from it was... I can't remember who sung it. Some dude. I was in my drum and bass phase. And this Halo. Yeah, Halo was tippers. By the way, Dorbs is the reason that I don't call 12 Rob, even though that's clearly what his fucking name's supposed to be. Right then, new quest. Slight docs there, Dorbs, but I think I've called you. I think I've called you that name in this place for like 7 years up to this point. Oh, a big time Easy Green and a big dub phase as well around the Pendulum album in 2006. And then the Burial album in 2007, that completely changed music in this country. We take our little TVs and consoles up to my uncle's house and play with my cousins and him. So good.
We Dorbs, I love him, ooh, ow, oh, me and him, wow, you thick as thieves, wow, you Dorbs, Dorbs, Dorbs.
Everybody tell Siddles you love him. He's itching a little bit, bless him. Right, I need to take my new potions, though. Let's have Lion Strength, Troll's Blood, and Minor Defense. I've only got 15 minutes left, but I don't want to die in that 15 minutes, even though it would give Shaggy 10 3 perfect point. I'm talking about my ass. Right, we're going to start helping clear this area of the bandits. Isn't that right, Grian Stoutman?
Light be with you.
A foul corruption has spread into Westfall while I was upholding my duty on the battlefields of Lordaeron. These honest farms were overrun and made into hideouts for thugs and murderers. The People's Militia needs your help.
The People's Militia has but one goal: to defend the lands of Westfall and return peace to our surroundings. Unfortunately, the price of peace is often blood. One of my scouts has brought word of a band of Defias trappers wreaking havoc nearby. I have reports of Defias trapper sightings near the Jangle Lode mine to the northwest, as well
Master
as
has given Dolby a new sock. Master has set Dolby free.
Join our ranks, slay 15 Defias trappers and 15 Defias smugglers, then return to me.
The funniest part of that is Santa saying fucking chat because he's disturbed the audio. David. Fuck. He was called Dobby all the way through college. I'd never made that connection. Then again, I only read him very recently. Twat is the onomatopoeia of when you hit a fly with a swatter, right? I mean, in the US, right? Twat. Right, I will kill the bandits. Don't you worry.
Bless you.
See, here's the thing. I'm going to be getting an absolute bumload of XP from this. Because if I have to kill these bandits for the bandanas, then I have to kill them again for this quest. And then and before long, I've been in Deadmine 6 times to do all the quests. And I'll be like level 32 by the time I finish with Westfall. The singer I love who's done D&D songs inspired by Resident Evil and StarCraft. It's funny because like the drum and bass nowadays is kind of like friendly and fluffy, right? Whereas before it was entirely like lowest grade ecstasy fueled, violent. Yeah, it's odd. And then it got. I guess the era that it came into my knowledge was because it went a bit less underground and ended up somewhere where I could see it. I love that this AI sound is just Morrowind. What AI sound? You mean for the voices, 12? It's they've just used the male voice, yeah, and it's trying its best. But this add-on was made by an enthusiast in like... When did we download this add-on? 2021? Where's all these fucking bandits? Let me go over to the farm. Mine. Yeah, so it's a bit staggered, but it's good, yeah. My boss legit DJs industrial. I love it. What the fuck? Yeah, it's people's bosses that are into this stuff now. Right? And it's sadly the days of the Prodigy. Not that they were drum and bass ever, or industrial. What about the add-on that makes all the ladies prettier and the men too, but we don't discriminate? Is there an add-on for that? Christ. I think it was like 2021 or 2022 when we started playing with this add-on for the first time. But it was made by an enthusiast back then, so it's impressive. Is there an add-on for that, he asks. Yeah, true. Yeah, I played enough Skyrim to know the answer to that, I suppose. Okay, let's finish out by killing a few of these. I'd be shocked if it wasn't the first add-on that was ever made for it. Oh, we watched a video of a load of like immersion things that were added to My Summer Car the other week, and they were all brilliant, like curtains that you could open and close, and all this like realism stuff, and all of it was brilliant. Except they made at the end, they made Suski look like some fucking anime character, and everybody's like, "This video's shit," just because of the last like 2 minutes or whatever. Just because of the Suski, it looked terrible. It wasn't an anime character, but it was like some sort of like some PlayStation 3, really early PlayStation 3 character. It was dumb. I forget you two are anime fans, Siddles and Azar. Surprises me every time. And true. Triangle, but unfortunately not that old. I'm so interested to get back to my winter car though. I mean, it's hard to know what will be in that will like because there's a very real chance that it's like the first game where it's just kind of it's just like the basic structure of the game and there's no plot or anything. But I am interested to know what they do with this Suski idea. Are we going to have to pay child support? There might even be some bloody mechanic where we've got to feed it at night or something. You never know. Yeah, wrong window. Saunas are going to be very important. You've got to assume there's some temperature meter as well. That's why I think I was saying I'm going to play it more like... By the way, I can't wait to get out of these starter zones. It's so fucking busy. I'm going to play my winter car not like my summer car with snow, but like the long dark with a car. Like, focus more on insanely difficult survival stuff and go from building to building, and if there is a cold meter, which I can only assume there is, I think that might serve me better. I really want more long dark, but that's taking ages. I was very confused why Lara Croft wasn't showing up. Can't call that stuff. This will be the 90s. We don't actually know what the baby... Like, we don't know anything about the baby yet, do we? We just saw... She was pregnant last we saw. Do you know what I was thinking? In my summer car... Ooh, level 52's just died in Winter Spring. To a shard-toothed mauler. To a bear of all things. I was thinking, my summer car... Fair enough. My winter car... Fair enough. But... my autumn car and my spring car don't really make sense. So... what if you had a my midlife crisis instead of my autumn car or my midlife crisis, where you try and do it again, but in like 2009 or something, as a aging old car enthusiast. The kid's like 21 or something, and it hates you, and you have to and you grow a ponytail, and then go and buy an old scrap car and try and do it up. Fuckers with the times. It's for the deed, Augur. Never got to Elwyn Forest in hardcore. Augur, welcome to the stream. I set a timer on stream, and I was like, when will the Westfall deed drop? What will the timer say when the deed drops? Topless just ended his stream, now I can focus for the last few minutes to this stuff. What was he doing? A production stream? There, a game development stream. Okay, I've got enough of the buff to last me, but I'm nervous. I also want to fly to Stormwind as well, to end the stream. When do we fight the infected broodmother in the car? Ooh, I know I've got a new cloak, haven't I? Maggia is not easy, is what easy they were saying. What, you mean the German troop? Troop Siddles. Yeah, that's is not easy, right? Something before 60. Still dead. 60 before 60 comes. What's Nadja? Right, anyway, I'm going to go home. Let's go back to Sentinel Hill. Let's fly home. Oh, we're good. He's fixing bugs. Mina, welcome to the stream. I am still alive. It was peppy. And it still is, actually. I should drink this. It's been a good stream so far. Look at this. New boots. Ooh, new pants, I should say. Green. New cloak. Ooh. Level 15. Dougie is out of the competition. The first two greens are cut. Shaggy Dan is on for the points if I die. But I've had the Onyxia buff and the Dark Moon Fair buff for this whole stream so far, and it's been ridiculous. There is, Bear, yeah, I was noticing the same. When we were playing, either you were French or alive, it seemed. But now it's just like every death seems to be German. I don't know why. Oh, I know why. It's because of the Sauerkraut Guild, isn't it? Do you want to know a little bit of trivia? It's like Only Fangs. There's a German guild that's doing a hardcore run, and Sunglitters is in it for those that know of Sunglitters. It's called Sauerkraut. That's why there's been, and it's only German speaking, so that's why there's a huge German population. It is being run by the big. This is going to sound like a joke. It is being run by the biggest German streamer on Twitch right now, and I think he's called. Well, I know he's called Matashi 13. Do you want to know a little bit of fucking trivia about Matashi? Some of you might already know this. He has stated, in plain English, the only reason he started streaming is because he watched two idiots playing on Nostarius. He's actually been in here and stated this guy's a fucking millionaire now. Comfortable millionaire. He came in here and he watched Swifto and I, like, in 2015 or whatever, and he must have saw it and thought, these two are fucking shit. This is surely way easier than they're making it look. And he started streaming Rust, and within like a month he had like 30 viewers or something. And then he went on to dominating Rust and then switched over to WoW and is now like the leading German streamer or something. Imagine.
Where are you going?
Right, let's go back to Stormwind.
Quickly, then look.
I mean, I can get the buff if I need it. Have you noticed, if you get a world buff, you have it for the full 2 hours? I know, that's the good thing about hardcore. I've always thought that about Valheim. When you die in Valheim, you lose a bunch of the stats that you've been levelling. It's like the punishment for death. But if you play on hardcore, you don't have to worry about that. It's so easy. Yeah, so that Natashi guy is leading the guild at the moment. Is he live right now? It's done, right? He used to be one of our like fucking 7 watchers or something at the start. Yeah, he's live now with 15,000 fucking viewers. What's more worrying was that he was on Twitch initially searching for Doomhaus. You don't want to see his basement. Yeah, he's live now doing a €20,000 giveaway. Raid him after. No, don't. Leave him be. Also, it would look a bit desperate on my part, right? That big fucking grow house. He's called Matashi12. He's running Sunglitter's guild, kid. Like this. I think he was in Discord for it. He was a green, by the way. Is he still in it? No, I don't think he's in it. I can't really search anymore. Yeah, you can see me talking to Thandir in Discord in 2017 about Matashi. And saying he was telling us he started watching Twitch proper because of us and decided to give it a go when he got into Rust and he's partnered now, there's me talking about. And he's just gone from strength to strength. Stupid shit greens. Papalet, Matashi and Hand of Blood, they're the ones organising it. Yeah. It's cool though, right? Alright. Let me sell off the remaining bits and bobs, and I think that's going to do us for this week. That was a good one. We are now level 15 and a half, or 15 and a quarter. I've been invited to join a guild called Simsala. No, I'm alright, thanks, friend. And we're still alive. So I will be getting the Onyxia buff again, I think. Next time it drops. And even though it made the stream a bit calmer today, I think we're doing it. We're going to blast through Westfall next week. Time to sell some feet pics to reach his status. Right then. Thank you all for joining today. We're still alive. We currently sit at level 15, which means that Shaggy Dan is right on the money. If I walked into the canal right now and killed myself, the oranges would get 3 points and would be in the lead. But I don't do it because I'm such a good person, you know? Right, that's going to do it. Thank you all. We've survived another one. What's the playtime on this character now? 15 hours and 40 minutes. Crying out loud. Thank you all for joining. I'll see you next Friday for more. But Monday starts the very last week of Minecraft. before My Winter Car. So a week on Monday, we will be starting My Winter Car. Level 15 at the moment, Mindray, so things are going well. Mindray, welcome to the stream. Okay. Are we ready? Let's do some marbles, let's do some stream races, let's log off and fuck off. But I wouldn't mind the orange, because if the oranges can win marbles and stream races, we can catch up. And if we can catch up, we can take the lead in golf. Picture it now. Right, as you all saw at the start of today's stream, Stubbler does in fact test marbles to see that it's working. Lovely. If you want to know how marbles works in the Doomhaus, type the word sausage now. Otherwise, I think we'll just get on with it. Come on, oranges, let's have this. Welcome to the stream, all those that are arriving for it. You've missed us basically just babbling onto each other this afternoon. I've enjoyed that today. It's almost like I wasn't streaming. You liars. Alright, if you're in the Doomhaus Discord and you're a green or an orange and you know which team you fight for, you must simply type the password to get a marble, and if the password is correct and your marble wins, you get the golden name. The password for today is... Deed. Go. Schmitz, good morning. Right, people looking for their first points. Nobody's got 2 yet. The first person to get 2 points will be very much in the lead. We've got Azar for the greens, Mina for the oranges, Lundios, welcome to the stream, for the greens, 12 for the oranges, come on, Rob, for the oranges, Schmitz for the oranges, Shaz for the greens. Did I miss 12? No. Chaz for the greens, Chris Man, my love, for the oranges, Easy Green for the greens, Guy for the greens, Siddles for the oranges, Cheeky for the oranges, Santa for the greens, 6-4, welcome to the stream, good afternoon, for the greens, for the oranges, Auger for the greens, Shaggy Dan for the oranges, Trim for the greens, Polar for the greens, Bear for the greens, and Satan for the greens. Gone a bit early today, I thought we might caught a few sleeping. Those of you that pay attention, you're about to get an advantage here. First person to pick it up with 20% level go. We've got Azar, Mina, Lundios, 12, Mindray, Schmitz, Chaz, Chrisman, Easy Green, Scotty, Siddles, Cheeky, Santa, 6-4, Kitten, Auger, Shaggy Dan, Trim, Polar, Bear, and Satan. 10 oranges and 11 greens. Polar Bear combo. Alright. Mindray says 1. 1 press of the random button. The level is alienated. 21 marbles enter the race. This is for your Eurovision qualification. If you want to be glitzy and glamoury and glittery, then now's the time. Let's begin. Currently, tied for the top of the table is Auger, Schmitz, Kelly, Dougie, and carry on, all on one. Oh, Cats, you just missed out. I just pressed it. Cats, good afternoon. Incoming abductee, I imagine. Cats, good afternoon. I did go slightly early, so all of those people that time it so they can just come in straight for marbles beginning. He was not before the press in real life though, Mindray, but he was on screen maybe. Alienated is the name of the level. 3, 2, 1. Oh, you good, Cats, you good. Hashtag, sorry. Exclamation mark enable cheat, says Schmitz, and he is now in first place, but he has fallen behind. Polar now in the lead. Chaz in second. Shaggy Dan, Kitten, and 12 going on that right hand side. Where's this spaceship? Please, Abductor Green. Go Polar, go, says Polar. Oh, he nearly had a good run through there, but he hit some trouble. If only there was a bot that would post the word once it's been put in chat 6 times. I mean, that's proof that he doesn't have it, right? I don't like the look of Chaz in the lead right now. Kitten's voting for Alcarion because this is Alcarion's year. Wait, it's not even in, Kit. It's not even here. Siddle's on the lead on this left-hand side. Right-hand side, I should say. Chaz is going straight through the corn. Siddle's chasing behind. Mina, Polar, Chris Man all struggling. Wait, who's this super good looking marble right here? Whoa. Chaz is looking completely unopposed up there right now. Can he make this land? He gets through, but Mina's right behind for the oranges. Alright, we've got a moving bucket. The greens, doing quite well. Oranges won yesterday thanks to Schmitz. Was it? No, Alcarion. Schmitz got the other one. But the orange marble look, even though early this year Chaz has been abducted! Mina, get round him! Oh, Mina's got round him. But Mina's got to get the jump right at the end. Shaggy Dan, Schmitz, Mina. Alright, we're going to have 3 attempts, it looks like. Chaz has been abducted and killed by some fucking aliens. Mina's hit into the bobbly bit. She's not doing well. Lundios might get a better run through. Kitten's there to back her up. On this side, we've got Schmitz and Shaggy Dan. Come on, Mina. Surely a green can't win this. Look at this. Look at this now. Perfect. One of these is going to get it for the oranges. Is it Schmitz? Mina might have missed out. But the oranges did get Person of the Century of the Day, get their 4th point of the calendar campaign. Stream races after this. But the crown comes off Alcarion's head, right? And goes on to Schmitz's head. Which means Schmitz is now on 2 points. Schmitz now. We have a front runner in 2025. Fuck off, Justin was right. Can I get an exception on this week, missing marbles? I was busy pretending at work on life insurance and unfortunate, Dougie. I did go slightly early. Because I know usually people that just want marbles come in around the hour mark, right? But I went a couple of minutes early. You can, however, play stream races if you fancy it. Schmitz, good work. Person of the Century of the Day. The oranges get their 4th point. Can the oranges be more competitive this year? I think we can. But now, we need to close this. Close this. Oh, we need to fire this up. Brace yourselves, everybody. Dougie was showing how to sell more slop food in the US to improve margins on life and health insurance. Oh, that was a lot of Friday music. I'm working in a fucking cornfield, man. Right then, for those that don't know, Schmitz has taken the lead. He will be getting one of these to his door, which 6-4 is getting very shortly for his heroics in 2025. But that's personal points. Now we're talking about team points. If you are in the Doomhaus Discord and you would like to take part in today's 2 stream races rounds, one for a team bonus point and the stubble round, then you must simply type the word race now. Right, there is an unenforceable rule that I can only ask you politely not to encroach upon, where the new rule is only 1 boom per person per race. If that's alright, so just do 1 boom. No chucking like 1,000 bits at it just to shake it up. Again, I can't enforce it, I just ask if you would. Let's begin. Alright, we're going to focus the front camera and face backwards, as always. Go!
Exclamation mark blast filthy ranges from existence.
As you all saw in the final week best of, Kitten means business on the racetrack, and Kitten is now in the lead. Dougie, thank you for the bits. What a boost from Kitten. Santa goes for his boom and takes out a green at the back. 6-4 goes. Schmitz goes for his boom to celebrate, takes out Chrisman just for the fuck of it. Chrisman goes into orbit. Can Kitten stick this landing and get back on the track?
Eat it, greens.
Oh! Okay, Bear's approaching in second, Lundios in third. Shaggy Dan's around as well somewhere, it's hard to see. Kitten gets her respawn in expert time. Bear gets a good landing, he really does. Bear is right up behind her. Kitten now in first place, has to hold on because if she doesn't, Bear will. Santa's does his bit. 6-4 goes for his boom, takes out an orange. He'll be happy with that. Mina goes flying. But Bear is right here, Kitten. No! No! And then he PvPs Kitten out of the way. Lundios goes for his boom, takes out Mindray. Kitten has been abused by Bear, knocked straight up in the air and fucked. There goes Mindray goes flying. But Bear's conned himself. Can Shaggy Dan use this to his advantage? Bear is going to slow down to a crawl. Shaggy Dan and Kitten need to avoid all cones. Bear goes for his boom to try and detach the cone, and he does, but he might have spun himself out of control. A good manoeuvre from Bear to try and fix it, but the oranges retake the lead. Shaggy Dan in second for the oranges, Kitten in first for the oranges. Hold it down now. Bear gets his respawn, but 6-4 has taken the third spot. Shaggy Dan, I thought Shaggy Dan had gone for his boost, but he hadn't. Kitten just sneaks past that bollard. Is this going to be a double orange point to tie the scores at the top? Absolutely smashed it. The oranges get 3 points on the spin, and we are tied. If I win the stubble round now, for the first time since 2024, the oranges could go in the lead. Imagine. Lundios, thank you for the big bits. 6-4, thank you for the big bits. Schmitz, thank you for the big bits. Santa, thank you for the big bits. Are you hugging the edge of the track? I will say I've missed the unfair Kitten victories. It was about time. I don't know if those of you that have seen the highlights package from final week, but Kitten's last minute... Olga said something last night or the night before. He said, I hate orange women. Which sounds frustrating until you realise that the greens were completely undone by Kitten and Mina in final week. They were the only two oranges that managed to salvage any fucking point. Right then. Chrisman crosses the line at the end. And we're going to go to the stubble round. For those that don't know, the stubble round is where I focus myself and myself alone. This is where I have an opportunity to affect the points. If I come first, type the word race now if you want to join me. If I come first, the oranges gain a point, and if I come dead last, the oranges lose a point. If I win this, imagine a stubble round win right now. Again, you can all do your boons again. Another race, so if you want to boom, you can do it, but only once per race, if that's alright. Right, we've got Stubbler, Bear, Kitten, Cheeky, Lundios, Mindright, Schmitz, Azzy, welcome to the stream, Sit and Easy Green, Santa, 6-4, Shaggy Dan, Chaz, Chrisman, Cats, Paula, Dougie, all in. I'm winning this. Oh, I'm in 8th to start with. And I'm right at the back. How is this 8th? Okay, please don't lose a point. Coming last in this would be... Mindright went for his boot. I'm last. I'm fucking last. I'm actually... Am I going to lose Am I going to lose a point now of all... Okay, Santa's taken out Easy Green, which might actually help me. If I can get my respawn and take advantage of that boost. Schmitz has taken out Bear.
Not aiming at Stubbler. Probably.
Okay, we're ahead of... No, Easy Green got a respawn in front. What sense does that make? I'm last. Everybody... Yeah, oranges all boost off the track in front. There we go. Got round Easy Green. Get around Cats. I'm last again. No, please. Okay, Kitten did boost off the track. Look, expert work from Kitten. Cheeky did the same, I believe. Oranges, ruin yourselves. No, I'm last again. Okay, Bear's behind me, that's fine, but Bear's got his respawn. Cats and Easy Green are stuck on this crap, but so am I. I'm going to respawn in last. I'm last again. And my car won't move. Why is my car not moving? Okay, there we go. Oh, this is awful. Sorry, it's fixed it. I've hit some trouble. I can't... No, oranges help. Oranges, please. No, what was this fucking happening? This isn't real. Stubbler, concentrate, dickhead. I'm trying as hard as I can. No, this is going to be soul destroying. Right, we've got to win golf tonight. Kitten, Chrisman, Mindright, do your stretches. We're winning golf. Right, we're ahead of Schmitz and Cats. Good. Schmitz, hero. Good. It's alright, Chrisman, we're fixing it. And now we're ahead of Shaggy Dan and Kitten. You two, heroes. Yes. We're off the back. But I've got to hold this down. Cats has gone for his boost. Stubbler, don't land in the fucking lake. Turn, back on the track. Idiot. Idiot, shit, idiot. Okay. Alright, Kitten, stay in the lake. That's fine. Don't do that thing where you pop up from under the floor. Good. Lundios has destroyed Lundios. Sick of watching this. Okay. I just have to have somebody behind me when the clock finishes. Kitten, don't... I'm at the end again. I've got 60 seconds to get off the back of this fucking plat. Okay, Schmitz. I'm technically ahead of Schmitz. Lundios has got himself stuck as well. Let's hope this doesn't have to go to VAR. Schmitz! Okay, Lundios is respawning back there. That's good. 46 seconds. I'm trying to stop it. Schmitz! Don't you dare get on the track. Okay, where's Lundios? No, Lundios is ahead. I'm actually at the back. Schmitz, please! 28 seconds! I've just officially come last.
Oh no. Anyway.
We finally tied the scores, and this is how you repay us. Oh!
Not my fault that Stubbler's shite.
This is fucked. No!
Well done, Oranges, on that double win today.
Alright, well, we can still keep the scores tied. We just have to win golf, right? Oranges, let's fucking shit on them from a great height in golf tonight. I'll kick Augur and make it look like a network error. Bollocks. Alright, Oranges back down to 4.
Why have you taken down the scores, my boy?
Give me this person. I really need this person music. Well, unfortunately now, I have to look over and I have to fucking post evidence of us losing something else for the Oranges. Dougie, thank you for the bits. Santa, thank you for the bits. 6-4, thank you for the bits. Thank you all for coming today. Thank you for stopping by and spending time with this rubbish. I can't believe I've just done that. Kitten wins stream races, Schmitz wins fucking marbles, and then I go and lose the... Shit, yeah. Thank you all for joining. I'll see you all tomorrow. Not tomorrow, I'll see you all on Monday for the final 4 streams of Minecraft. My winter car starts a week on Monday, so we're hovering around some trouble. However, keep an eye out for friends of the Doomhaus that might be live. You know who to look out for. Look out for Chrisman, look out for Cheeky, look out for Alkarion, look out for 6-4, look out for Chaz, look out for Shrill, look out for everybody else that streams in this awful place. For now, I'm going to not waffle too much, so somebody give me a final word as I thank you all for being here. You're all very lovely. Schmitz, congratulations on taking the lead. Kitten, good work in stream races. Nothing else happened after that, but for now, Easy Green, Lindrake, 12, Shaggy Dan, Dougie, Chrisman, Cats, Santa, Scotty, Satan, Paula, Chaz, and everybody else who's been here today. I love you all very much. I'll see you all on Monday, if I don't see you in golf. But the final word from Chrisman today is this. Pith. Stupid pith.